Simpson. And Japan have gone absent without leave. This is Whitmore. Hall and Gale both available. It's still Whitmore. It is the Reggae Boyz who take the lead.
Ballchat. Greetings, football lovers. Welcome to Ballchat. Watch along. CONCACAF Nations League action upcoming at 21 minutes. My name is Benton. Reggae Boyz Junior, you have your Reggae Boy, aka George. You have your Reggae Boyz jersey on. How you stay, family?
Official Reggae Boyz jersey too.
The what?
The official Reggae Boyz jersey.
And what are the rest? The other heap of jerseys, let me see how we are.
Copycat. No, the other one bad too.
All right. So Reggae Boyz versus the Lions of the Los Liones de Caribe, the Caribbean
The
Lions
Cubans.
of Cuba. But I don't know which part of them get Lions. Cuba versus Jamaica kicking off in about 20 minutes. The Steve McLaren era will officially begin. Junior, how you feeling? I know, say, as a Manchester United fan, you're glad Bag's supposed to bust.
Well, I am feeling cautiously optimistic. And I want the people to come in the chat, and I was the people, the chat are full up now. So let us know how you feel. But for me, I feel cautiously optimistic. And I am going to go above board for this game for my expectations. So I'm cautiously optimistic about the reign of Steve McLaren.
You know, all right. I'm just going to make this abundantly clear on the front end of this watch along. So if the dentist was an upgrade to Tapper, then Steve McLaren is an upgrade to the dentist.
Yes.
And so JFF, credit to them, they've upgraded the coaching position. So, but bottom line is all about the results. Junior, we saw a lot of videos with Steve McLaren, presentations, press conferences, and interacting with the group. What does seal it up mean? Because you keep it in the, you keep your ears to the ground and you know how going. This is Steve McLaren. I thought about seal it up. What does seal it up mean, family?
Benton is a whole heap of ground in the world now. So that the ground, my ears is not on right now. So if somebody can please enlighten us if seal it up is the new slang in Jamaica. And all of our original Jamaicans, it is what it is.
Yo, we don't do it. All right, game kicking off in about 18 minutes, family. Let's get to the starting 11 for both teams. Cuba versus the Reggae Boyz. Just an overview what's at stake tonight. Essentially, of course, CONCACAF Nations League match day 1 for the Reggae Boyz. And just to highlight, essentially, the lay of the land in League A, Group B action. 4 teams already advanced to the quarterfinals. Mexico, USA, Panama. You can name the other one. Mexico, USA, Panama, and Canada all based on ranking advanced to the quarterfinals. The top 2 teams from League A Group A and League A Group B, Jamaica is in Group B, will advance to the quarterfinals. Teams in Group B, 6 teams, they will play 4 games, 2 at home and 2 away. Junior, do you like this format, family?
For teams that are trying to make their names in CONCACAF region, no. From Jamaica's perspective, I really don't care, to be honest. Because the Nations League to me is just preparation games. Is a meaningful practice game. And where you're seated and how the games pan out, it is where your competition level lies for that currently picked squad. So it is what it is. That's how I see it. But in terms of, I don't want to say minnows, but for lesser known teams to establish themselves in a region, and the only way you can do that is by playing competitive games against the best, it put them at a disadvantage, because if you don't win, there's no chance of you moving on and playing, which goes for anything, but it removes the ambiguity of the ball being round, if that makes sense.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. We will see how this format plays out. I do agree that this will have an impact. The main objective. Well, you know what? We want to win trophy, and it's another competition to try to win a trophy. Why not? Why not? Cuba starting 11. Let's get to the visitors starting 11 inside Independence Park first. Arizarena in goal. Calva de la Cruz and Morahan in defense. Perez, Mendoza, and Delgado Blanco rounds out the defensive four. I expect a lot of park in the bus from this Cuban team. Perez and Espino in midfield. Rodriguez, Cordero, Diaz, and Onel Hernandez plays in championship football, and Reyes leads the line. Junior, we saw Cuba in the U20 football, U20 competition, playing competitive, did well against Jamaica. They have supplemented that team. A lot of these players some of the players in the squad, a lot of them are from the U20 setup, but they have supplemented them with some senior players like Mancal, Onel Hernandez. Junior, what you expect from Cuba, or you don't care about Cuba tonight?
Well, big up to all our Cuban friends out there. Big up to my sister in Danielia. And big up to the newborn. But no, I don't care about the Cubans. When it comes to football, I don't care. And for me, this game is really about how Steve McLaren is going to get his tenure off. It's a new era. If for all the people, and I'm not, I don't want to talk about Jamaica yet, but from Cuban perspective, they had a good little run in the under-20, finishing third in the group. But they defeated Jamaica, balled Jamaica in the under-20, right? So those players were more advanced than the Jamaican under-20 players. That speaks to development of football or development of those players in Cuba. And now let's see how they translate at the bigger stage. From Jamaica's perspective, I really don't care about the under-20 games, to be honest, because it's two different teams. It's two different makeup. It's two different history of the teams. And that also speaks to the lack of development in Jamaica. Why will Jamaica have probably or arguably the best team in the Caribbean, but their youth teams cannot win in the Caribbean? That's a problem.
I will get to... I'm trying to find a better starting 11 for Cuba family, like an official image from Cuba, but we don't know. Sometimes it's hard to get information because of certain things. But we'll check and see. All right, starting 11 for the Reggae Boyz, officially from the Reggae Boyz at official Twitter social media handle. Starting Andre Blake makes his long return. Of course, Andre Blake missed the Gold Cup. Huge return for Captain Blake back in goal. Lembagisa, Latibadir, Ethan Pinnock, Amari Bell, Damian Lowe, Mancal, Casey Palmer, Jamal Lowe, Bobby Dekova Reed, Mikel Antoni, and Damari Gray rounds out the starting 11. Junior, I don't know what formation the Reggae Boyz are going to work with tonight. We're going to wait and see, but we have seen the starting 11 before. What difference do we expect to see tonight?
And that's the thing now, because the reason why I say I'm cautiously optimistic is you're a new coach coming in, and we have to give the JFF credit where credit is due. They have done their part creating this buzz, creating this energy around Steve McLaren, right? So till where, if you notice, Benton, this is the first time most of these Jamaican players that are playing today, this will be the first time they hear a home feel crowd that is going to more than likely can influence a game based on the roar of the crowd, the vibes that will coming from, the energy that will coming from the stands. I'm basing that on the fact that the grandstand reportedly was almost sold out, and they had very few bleachers and VIP tickets left. We will see in the videos, but it's the first time a lot of these players are going to experience home field advantage at Jamaica. So the GFF did their job. I think Steve McLaren had an opportunity where he could run through the gate fast, right? You're playing against a team that you expected to beat comfortably. This would have been the moment for you to have your marquee, not signing, but your marquee entry into the team. And I think he dropped the ball. And that's why I'm cautiously optimistic about it. I don't know how you feel, but for me, I don't want it to be more of the same. I want to see upgrades. I want to see updates. I want to see better than before. And to me, it's not a hard thing to achieve.
I mean, yeah, ultimately we want better. I mean, that is fair. That is just the standard. Ultimately for me and for many Reggae Boyz fans and football fans across the board. I don't want to waste time and watch foolishness. Want to see some ball play. And ultimately, I think for tonight's game, I don't have a lot of. I'm not going to really put no heap of stress on Steve McLaren and his coaching staff. I'm not going to put any high level expectation on Steve McLaren and his coaching staff. And here's the reason why. 2 or 3 training sessions at best. What can you do? You have to go figure out, Mr. The brother look like red, like whatever, son of bunny mouth. So ultimately, what can you convey in 2 or 3 training sessions? Bottom line is to win the football game. It may not be pretty, it may be ugly, but bottom line is to win the football game. You win by 1, you win by 2, 3, I don't care. Win the football game. Anything other than that is a problem for me. You see me I say? And of course we emphasize you're playing at home, or you want to win this football game and start out. And the more emphatic you win this football game, in the event that goal difference become a factor later on in this group. And we'll look at the group in a second. But as for Steve McLaren and his coaching staff, I'm not going to put no high demands on your shoulder other than win the football game. And this is something that he spoke about at the press conference. The benchmark of a good team is finding ways to win, whether it's 1-0 late in the game, hold the line, do what you need to do, and collect these 3 points. But of course, you can't really implement any sort of magical or drastic changes in 2 or 3 training sessions. So, I don't expect much in terms of Steve McLaren's vision in tonight's game.
Yeah, that's cool. And I get it. But for me, the thing that I am looking for, and you're right, I don't expect Steve McLaren to reinvent the wheel in 3 training sessions. You're right. But this is a knock on the dentist, but it is no shade. I'm just calling it as it is. The style of play that any coach you want to name out has, that imprint should show on the team over time, right? I don't think there was a style of play that was implemented by Helmgrenson. I didn't see any. So I should be able to look at the game today and say, all right, under Steve McLaren, Jamaica plans to press here. This is their trigger. Under Steve McLaren, this is how they are going to break the press. Under Steve McLaren, this is how they intend to create a chance. All of those things, you don't need more than 2 training sessions to show that. And football right now is in a state that players don't just go out there and just do what they feel like when they feel like. There's structure to certain elements of the game. On a goal kick, if the goalkeeper constantly kick the ball to the right side of the center circle, targeting the tall strike, and he tries to head it on to the winger, that is all done with intent. And you don't need 5 training sessions to do that. Andre Blake, instead of passing the ball to Pinnock right here or passing the ball to Lowe right here, how about you try to hit Antonio in the center circle? Lowe and Pinnock, when we are out of possession, how about you guys go spread out to the wing, whoever drop in the middle, all my wing backs go forward. We need to see that. We never see that for Jamaica, where we even hear stories about Lowe being a midfielder and want to play midfield and decide to play midfield. Where was the coaching?
Yo, Brogard, Big Nose, a.k.a. Big Nose in the stadium, a.k.a. Prime Minister Andrew Holness. Even the politician roll out tonight. What's your queer? Election must move forward. Yo, a Big Nose that. a.k.a. The Right Honorable Prime Minister Andrew Holness has entered the stadium. He's taking his seat beside JFF President One, Mr. Michael Ricketts. And Junior, we are again want to reiterate that I have to reiterate. Credit JFF, the hiring of Steve McLaren. Results, we'll get to the results after tonight and upcoming game. But this hiring tickled the fan base. This hiring stimulate the fan base. So ultimately, there's a bit of excitement in the air because Steve McLaren, of course, his name carries a lot of weight in the coaching circle. A man who coached England, a man who coached FC20. So, but the bottom line is, long story short, if you not win football games, we don't care. But
True.
I think at the end of the day, Steve McLaren's name does tickle the fan base. Referee Filiberto Martinez from El Salvador is the man in charge of tonight's game. Junior, you were gonna say something.
No, I said true. I was agreeing with you. But I'm looking at Pinnock's face and want to say, even though the stands is not full, I'm just looking at their faces and Damari Gray face right now. This is the first time he's gonna look in the stands and see some people sitting in bleachers.
They're saying shock.
Yeah, there must be some. I don't know if shocked is a word, but even though they haven't seen the stadium really, really being full, just this little vibe, knowing that we are here and the majority of these people that are in the stands. So the first time, majority see them clapping. All the players are. This is their first time clapping fans in the stands in Jamaican colors.
Yeah, and so ultimately at the end, big opportunity again to put on a show for the fans that have turned out. Because more will turn up if you deliver something that is worth showing. Just to remind listeners, the group layout for League A. This is League A, CONCACAF Nations League action kicking off in 3 minutes. Reggae Boyz versus Cuba, League A, Group B actions kicking off. Nicaragua, Cuba, Honduras, Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, and French Guyana rounds out our teams in Group B. Nicaragua, Butter Brews, French Guiana, and talk about Guyana. French Guiana early on. So Nicaragua run out ahead of the pack with their first result. Reggae Boyz will play Honduras on Tuesday. Honduras will play Trinidad and Tobago in the other group game tonight. I'm going to keep an eye on this Honduras versus Trinidad game simultaneously also.
Yep.
National anthem time, Junior.
Yeah. I'm telling you, for the first time, I can't get over that point. This is the first time some of these players are some people that start.
Trinidad and Tobago will play Honduras at 10 p.m. So we'll keep an eye on that game. Of course, Jamaica versus Cuba kicking off. Nicaragua defeated French Guiana already in League A Group B action. And Junior, probably the upset of the day in CONCACAF Nations League action. Stern Johns, St. Lucia defeat Curacao. Dick Advocate, Curacao. Boy, how that a go on?
Well,
178 ranked St. Lucia.
It goes to show that it is hard to develop, which we already know, but it's hard to develop football. Like I remember, Curacao was the
Yeah, it was
They
a
were
darling one time, right?
at one point. Yeah, we were like, oh, look, watch out for Curacao. Curaçao's next. They're implementing a system. They're building blah 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 blah, and then them do the bit.
All right, but referee and teams are greeting each other. You can watch the game. I'm telling people when them can watch the game. Hold on. I need to make the people them know them can watch the game. Give me a second.
And Paramount Plus.
Paramount Plus. This is true. Paramount Plus. But we don't know, so we have listeners all over the place. So CONCACAF Nations League Twitter handle does have sites or places you can watch the game. The games, Canada One Soccer. You can watch the game on Mexico Televisa. Of course, USA, CBS, Paramount Plus, or TNT. And in Spanish, you can watch the game on Telemundo. In the Caribbean, France TV, Martinique, France TV, and the rest of the Caribbean is Rush. So in Jamaica, you can watch the game on Rush. The rest of the world, you can watch the game on CONCACAF Go or CONCACAF YouTube channel. I think if you have a VPN, you probably can watch it on CONCACAF YouTube channel anyway there, right, engineer?
Yep, anyway there.
Anyway there.
Just for all those who don't know, just make sure your VPN is giving you an IP address for that
A different location.
for that location. That's free. Big up BM. BM says he's on the road, so it's a thanks for the updates. So you don't know what to get official commentary for all those who will only listening to us and unable to watch the game. That's what we're here for, people. If you're unable to physically watch the game, we are here to give you our Ed Barnes-like commentary.
No, them standards are too high still.
Well, Benton Barnes will do his best.
Coach Castillo of Cuba. All right, so Coach Unil Castillo of Cuba. Is there anything going on with? Are you at least concerned about the lack of information on this Cuban team?
No.
No. Okay. So in your eyes, it's all about Jamaica.
Yeah, you go out there and you play your game. If you are higher ranked, you go. I'm not saying that no scouting never happened. I'm not saying that you're not going, but I don't expect Cuba to come out gangbusters, running and bombing the ball down the field, right? So I expect Jamaica to be on the front foot and dictate the game.
So yeah, Cuban players in what? Dark blue shirt with red patterns or red layout and a white stripe across his chest, dark blue shorts with white stripes on the side, red socks, kicking from right to left, the Reggae Boyz from left to right as we're getting ready for start the party, family, start the vibes.
All right, so right off the bat, Lati Badir is playing midfield, Damian Lowe is playing center back. So that's a big change already. So Lati Badir playing the holding midfield.
Lati Badir playing midfield foolishness that night, yeah.
But before it was trying to play center back.
All right.
You remember that?
So it's a carryover from, and again we're not gonna really make no broad assessment. So this is a carryover from the dentist. Because Lati Badir as a defender has been playing midfield under the dentist's reign.
What do you want?
Mikel Antonio getting in. And heavy pass to Jamal Lowe there, Mikel Antonio. Should have probably laid it better. You blame it on the stadium?
No. And I think you're live though. Click the live button on your Paramount Plus.
Huh?
Click the live button on your Paramount Plus.
Yeah, I mean.
All right, so right off the bat, exactly what I told you. I expect to see Lowe and this time is Lowe and a Bell on the left, whoever playing left back. With Jamaica in possession, the wing backs are going high. Pinnock is staying home. And now, so all of those things now, this is a difference in Jamaica. Regardless of the competition, we never see Jamaica approach a game like that.
What? We never say what? Low in a centre back and Pinnock
No.
in a midfield?
No, when Jamaica is in possession, Low is staying on the far right, and Bell is staying on the far left. Pinnock is staying in the middle, and everybody going high. They're playing a high line.
Huh.
What you? How are they backside that? As Jamaica had a corner and Bobby Reed. Oh yeah, explain what just happened, Benton.
You know, say I look for something, but I miss the Bobby Reed. What you have to wait?
Bobby Reed shanked the corner and almost hit the ball boy in his head instead of putting the ball in play.
And Mikel Antonio asked, said the goalkeeper waste time already.
BM says that the fact that St. Lucia defeated Dick Advocates Curacao speaks volumes. He's not an ordinary coach, so it go.
Yep, 100% right, BM. You know,
What's up, boy? Why Casey Palmer didn't chop in this door?
0-0 family, first half action, Reggae Boyz versus Cuba.
Why Casey Palmer boss boy salad? What?
We'll keep you up to date on other CONCACAF Nations League action. Goalkeeper quickly out. Palmer. Ball out. Goal kick. It's good to see Amari Bell back in the fold, Junior.
Yeah, definitely. And again, I am looking for semblance of play, and unfortunately, our Jamaican fans, as Jamaica now employing a high press. So this is the thing. These are the things I'm looking for.
Yeah, people, big up to yourself. Big up to all listeners. Big up to all listeners. Always mad respect to our listeners. Big up. Thank you for joining us. CONCACAF Nations League. Watch along. Reggae Boyz versus Cuba. Jamaica versus Cuba. And one of the main obvious points so far, Junior, is that Cuba is going to drop off and play counter-attacking football.
But they're not really dropping off, though. Look at how stretched they are right now with Jamaica in possession in the center circle. There are 3 Cubans in Jamaican half right now.
Long ball over, looking for Lamborghini.
Good ball, unlucky Pinnock. As DM says, what is Casey Palmer still doing in Jamaica's team? Kiss my teeth.
Yeah, but you know, this is Steve McLaren's first team, so I suspect a lot of this is carryover. Also, this is an assessment for Steve McLaren too, to assess these players. So he's probably selecting the players that Merrin Garden and the JFF and the technical committee recommended. And in conversation, because he did said he spoke to the dentist, Hamir Al Grimson, at length. So he is probably going through an assessment tonight and see who is what and what. But then the other question is probably like, why never watch some tapes, some matches?
Yeah. But
Yes. So
I'm telling you though, I'm watching more for the players that we have and see.
Corner kick. Yeah, sorry, Junior.
Yeah, no. And as Low, one as a deflected header by Low is another corner kick for Jamaica.
Reggae Boyz playing in what? Goal top with green trimmings. You like this jersey, family?
No.
Goal shorts, green, light green stripes on the side, and green goal socks. A goal that are yellow. Damari Gray. Gray put into the box. Cleared out. Casey Palmer. Yo, Casey Palmer, come on, 5 field. Yo, me have a short leash tonight for Casey Palmer, you know.
Yep.
All right, Casey Palmer. Wait, Casey Palmer pile, boy. Yo, sub.
Who try you?
Make Casey Palmer pile them to come off, I feel.
Hey, not only that, he pile him and kick it with the left foot on the half volley. Good try.
Yeah, I'm not going to mention the half volley still, but.
It's a good try.
You know. Anybody make Casey Palmer pile them, then come off, I feel.
As we see cheerleaders, Jamaica have cheerleaders in the stands.
Casey Palmer, nice little turnout for a Friday night. I mean, knowing that people are trying to keep money in them pockets for see for the Bleacher concert.
And people still forwarding.
Ball is with Amari Bell.
So notice, Lowe is playing more discipline.
It's early warm, Junior.
Normally Lowe run gone Benton.
He's gone already in 8 minutes.
But keep an eye on Lowe.
It's good to see Ethan Pinnock in the defense again. Ball flipped inside. Looking to get shot from Mikel Antonio and ricocheted off the Cuban player and into the Yo, Cuban player them couldn't put some name on the back of his jersey, man. So me have to look up them number and find out and match a name with them. Yo.
I don't want my Cuban people ever get vexed with me, you know, so I have to bite my tongue and don't say what I'm. You know what I'm going to say, Benton. Why Cuba jersey look like America all-time jersey?
It does look like.
This look like not even Clint Dempsey jersey. This look like Winalda them jersey.
Well, the jersey, all right. Why an American jersey look like a Cuban jersey then? Why?
Because the American jersey was first.
We don't know that long time Cuba playing on this jersey, Virgin. A long time money I work with the jersey. Yeah. Also, we're going to keep an eye on South American action. Brazil versus Ecuador kicking off at 9 p.m. South American World Cup qualifiers. And I know I said Junior keep one eye on the Eagles in NFL action in Sao Paulo. So NFL Brazil kicks off. Cuba into the Reggae Boyz. And there's a shot. And yo, Cuba get a corner. A referee says no, it's a goal kick.
It looked like it rained. It rained earlier.
It did rain in Atlanta.
So wait, what the referee called?
The conditions, I think it's 77% chance of rain or some.
It looked like it rained already.
Yeah, I think I say.
So here's Jamaica playing out the press now.
All right. So Lati Badir is the man responsible for get the ball and deal with press?
Well, he and Casey Palmer is alternating right now in the middle. But again, notice Lowe's discipline. And right now, Lambagisa bombed up the right wing. So there is, I see it.
Cuban manager, Castillo very active in the technical era. Bobby Reed, short. Jamal Lowe. Good to see Jamal Lowe back in it. Bobby Reed looking to push through Lowe and is out for
And he wasn't offside. He thought he was going to be offside, but he wasn't offside. The Cuban the sweeper was close to the 6-yard box. He was not offside if he had collected the ball.
Ball is with
go ahead.
Arizona Arena in goal for Cuba. Cuba trying to clear their lines after getting some pressure. Mistake made by Perez. And ball back to the Reggae Boys. Boy, coming like a Casey Palmer level this, Junior.
I mean, again, regardless of the competition, I want to say some semblance of a style, some semblance of a intention of looking like something. And it's early days. Me personally, I want to see Jamaica thrash Cuba, and then the real test will be against Honduras Tuesday. And let's see what it's like, because we're going to see you play in a game that you are heavily favored in. We're going to see you play in a game where it can be a toss-up.
Yeah, thrown to Cuba inside the Reggae Boys half. Yeah, I mean, on paper, definitely the game against Honduras is really the game that one would expect to see more stiffer competition. But ultimately, of course, we don't know about around. We have to play the games and then go from there, you know?
And it's playing in Honduras, though. So Steve McLaren is going to get a taste of traveling in the CONCACAF region before the World Cup. Before the World Cup qualifies, he's going to get a taste of playing a home game where you're favored in, and also traveling in a difficult road test.
Another throw into Cuba, edging closer towards the Reggae Boys' goal. Ball taken short. Now he's trying to get a cross in. Tame cross, picked up by Andre Blake. Blake trying to get the Reggae Boys going quickly. Bell on the left. Turns it back to Casey Palmer. And Palmer with a bad... Yo. Why him thinks the man invisible? Palmer.
Come out for the field, Casey Palmer.
Eh?
Come out for the field. The Jamaican Casemiro. Come out for the field.
No, don't insult Casemiro. Do not put Casey Palmer and Casemiro and use them in the same sentence.
Current Casemiro.
And yellow card to number 16 for Cuba for dragging back Jamal Lowe. You know, I'm actually a bit surprised that Jamal Lowe wasn't utilized more by the dentist. Ray and hell with the yellow card.
Well, don't be surprised, because if Leon Bailey wasn't injured, Lowe still wouldn't be used right now. So
ball sent wrong. Cuban player down the box. Reggae Boys playing on referee Filiberto Martinez. Stop play to tend to the Cuban player. Not missing in the action, family. CONCACAF Nations League, 15 minutes in. Junior, your assessment on 15 minutes of the Reggae Boys guidance on Steve McLaren.
I think it's a very guarded approach. I can guess that they are not playing at full throttle. As we get a look at McLaren, we're taking some notes. But I can tell that there's another gear that can go up, which is not a bad thing that I'm saying. They look like they're the first time they're playing under a new coach. Okay. And they're playing safe.
So Steve spoke at length about intensity. It's about, play possession, but it's also about working without the ball for the collective. He wants 11 men to be focused on the task at hand, whether it's if we're in attack, we want 11 men focused on that task when we're attacking. If we're in a defensive posture, we want 11 men to focus on that responsibility. 15 minutes in, do you think, and basically the idea is moving in unison? I
think we'll see that on Tuesday. That's where the competition will dictate your approach to the game now, because if Cuba is not pulling that out of you, there's no need for you to do that. If that makes sense. Like Jamaica has successfully attacked that Cuban backline with only 2-3 players already. So we'll see that on Tuesday where they'll be tested for real, and I think we can pass more judgment then. We'll probably see more semblance of it as this game go on. We might see as they're about to have a drop ball, so we're not missing anything as Cuba now in possession. But we'll see it more as the game go on.
Ball sent long looking for Reyes. Very good play from Amari Bell. Turn away from his attacker and now finds Ethan Pinnock. Pinnock pushing the Reggae Boyz forward. Pinnock has Low as an option to his right.
And when Jamaica is in possession, Lambagisa's gone straight up. So Jamaica basically has a back three in possession. You see it? So those are the things I want to see. And Low is playing discipline.
Bobby Reed coming short beside Latibeaudiere for the ball. Ball is pushed wide up now to Demari Gray. Gray finds Latibeaudiere. Yo, what kind of midfielder this, brother? The man at 90% of Latibeaudiere's passes are back to the defenders.
Yeah.
Even when under no pressure. The man have no midfield awareness. Check your shoulder, check your shoulder, check your six, and then turn and pass a ball. Ball sent.
But what they are doing though, they are trying to pull Cuba out of the block.
Latibeaudiere, who's dropped in between the centre backs. Latibeaudiere, long ball to Demari Gray. Gray looking for a one-on-one. Help from the Cuban defender. Ball back to Gray. Gray trying to go around his man now. Sends it into the box. Headed on. It's off the post. And a shot from Jamal Lowe. Mikel Antonio with a header off the post. Ricochet out to Jamal Lowe, and his effort went wide. Chance here for the Reggae Boyz. As the Yard supporters club with the big
Yard
flag.
Army.
I was going to say Yard what?
Army. Big up to the Yard Army supporters club.
Yeah, you know them?
No. But them have a very good big
Yard
banner.
Army with this a big flag. Yeah, who them? Cuba breaks away after Lambagiza tries to clear. And a poor pass from the Cuban attacker.
Where was the Yard Army when stadium empty?
The man them did their walk. Cuba's attack comes to an end. Ball turned over by Bobby Reed. Cuba pushing up. Reggae Boyz with it. Demari Gray all the way back. Cuba not applying any pressure. Inside, Reggae Boyz with it inside the 18. Ethan Pinnock pushing out. Pinnock sends it wide to Low. Not a long ball. Trying to find Mikel Antonio. Reggae Boyz coach Steve McLaren did say that they will have to utilize, or they would look to utilize long ball in some instances. They're looking to get attackers behind the defenders and, of course, utilize Jamaica's speed. Sounds similar. Here comes Latibeaudiere with a break and a bad pass from Latibeaudiere.
After such a good work to break up that's what Latibeaudiere is just missing. Him and Casey Palmer just can't give a complete package.
Yeah, them can't break up the play. Well, I don't know if Casey Palmer can break up the play, but Latibeaudiere can break up a play. But the passing is something that's missing. Reggae Boyz trying. Big up to the family. Remember to smash the like button. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Big up to all the listeners, wherever you're watching us, wherever in the world you're watching us. Big up, big up, big up. Salute to the family. Big up on yourself. Yo, you think say chicken pan man I make no money night, Junior?
Of course. And the stadium chicken pan man are the happiest brother right now in the world, are the peanut man. But I say, yo, when last is so much people in the stadium if I'm not champs?
Bobby Reed with a cross, overhit. Bell trying to get it. Bell recovers. Even Bell I try to run people. I know you give him that, brother. I know you give him that. I know you give that. Stay in the lane, Amari Bell.
He try to go around him and leave the ball behind him.
maybe the coach tell the man himself to express themselves.
Of course, play with some confidence.
Last time me hear a coach tell Jamaican players to express themselves, a 5 we pick up against Argentina, alright?
Well, this is not Argentina, sir. As Lamborghini come back in the middle of the back three to get the ball, as Jamaica now probing, making for the first time, regardless of who they played against, for the first time in a long time, Jamaica has made about 10 consecutive passes.
Oh, that's a stretch. First time, Ballchat
in a long time. When was the last time you see
on the wraps, broken up by Perez and out for a throw?
When was the last time you see Jamaica complete 10 consecutive
complete passes? 10 passes, man. Come on. Ooh,
consecutive.
Because they play the ball back all the time.
And then after that's one pass.
Ethan Pinnock with a long throw in for the Reggae Boyz. Pinnock. CONCACAF Nations League, League A, Group B action. Top 2 teams. Ball flipped in the box. No Reggae Boyz on the end. Casey Palmer now knocks it wide to Bobby Reed. Bobby Reed finds Lamborghini. Casey Palmer asking for it. Bobby Reed decided to honor his request. Gives it back to him. He finds Low. Back to Palmer. Lamborghini finds Latibadir. Ball is now
Damian Low tracks back in position. I'm going to keep calling it out.
Casey Palmer. Yo, Casey Palmer level this. Yo, Casey Palmer level this. Ooh, yeah. Casey Palmer find people for beat. Yo, Casey Palmer demonstrating some skills on the football there, family. Juggling and doing no-look passes. Yo.
You hear that, BM?
Casey Palmer fine skills. Ball is with Cuba. Cuba trying to play out. Reggae Boyz trying to recover. Sent wide and a poor pass from Cuba cut up by Lamborghini. Palmer. Look at Palmer even try. Yeah, you know, we're gonna start. We're gonna get the match ball ready for Casey Palmer that night.
Yeah.
Get the man of the match award ready for him. And he's also running back on the play. Cuba.
So there goes an example of what you talk about earlier about chasing the ball and chasing the field and whatever. Hey, you know what took Benton? Yo, big up the light, man. Because a long time stadium field don't look so bright in the night.
Yo, that is true. Because I didn't even, the simple things we need for y'all big up. Big up the light, man. Big up the light crew. In fact, the last time we did play a game at stadium, it was moved to an earlier kickoff, right? Because
12 o'clock.
By the way, me said the grandstand supposed to sell off. I can't see an image of the grandstand. And what go on?
Well, unfortunately, the commentary box at the National Stadium is in the grandstand, and they don't have camera setups or cameras.
But you can't turn it around. The camera can't move. It's up on a swivel.
No, but you won't. It won't be a good shot.
We want to see if the grandstand sell off, or if people just buy tickets to stand on their yard.
Or if companies bought the tickets and couldn't sell them.
Which party shop company? Jamaican companies?
Yeah, that's how they sell that's how they sell out the tickets to the games. You give it to companies, or sell them to companies, or donate them to companies, and the companies give it to their employees.
Donate is more like it. Mothers will gladly take some tickets. Mothers.
Yeah.
I wonder if Captain Bakery get no tickets. Yeah, but 0-0, 30 approaching the 30th minute, family. No clear-cut chance, Junior. I mean,
No, Jamaica had the clear-cut shot. So the header that came off the bar.
The header by Mikel Antonio?
Yeah.
Okay.
As Jamal Lowe tried a 1-2 with Lamborghini and slip.
Where's the Cuba all a run clock already? The man get a ball for throwing and the man then kick with the ball and ask for a new ball. The same ball them just a play with.
Yeah. The bed done. Yeah. Well, I don't. Let me not say it. I won't say it.
Okay, well, I mean,
I don't want to get clipped up and be shown as prejudiced and racist and ray. Cause you know what a racist person would say?
no, Junior, I have no idea.
A racist person or a prejudiced person would ask.
I should have said these are the views of racist people.
Brace, not Judah. These are not the views of Judah. As people still coming into the stands. But you know what a prejudiced person would say, Dan? Normally when Cuba plays, like when them go to America and play a game, half of them not come back, right?
Fair enough. I don't think it's
What are the
racist or
chances?
prejudice. That's a factual statement.
But what are the chances of that happening now?
The man is not run off of Jamaica, brother. The man is not run off of Jamaica. Long throw in for Cuba and out for a corner kick, ricochet off Amari Bell. The man is not run off of Jamaica. In fact, big up to Cuba because Cuba contributes a lot to Jamaica. My
Big
doctor
time.
was a Cuban doctor, and a big up Dr. Mosha, wherever you're there in the world.
And for those who don't know, most early doctors, either heavily influenced by Cuban, taught by Cuban, or is inspired by a Cuban doctor.
I don't want to go through all of that. But big up Dr. Mosha. Corner kick to Cuba, ball headed and low. Ball is dropped. But how comes that the fall referee? And Andre Blake seemed to have spilled it there. Mud. Sort of desperate. Look at Casey Palmer. Oh. Yo. Stop the press. Casey Palmer, find him level. Stop the press. Casey Palmer found his level, family. Yo. Anytime we are playing any one of them look idiot side there, Casey Palmer for start.
Yo, BM. I want BM here one.
He's almost like artistic in midfield. You see me, it's like he's painting. I'm not gonna say masterpiece, but
you know, a broke clock is right twice a day.
Yeah, he is definitely looking to boss the midfield. Now the question I have is that if you put Adrian Reed Jr. in the midfield, will he do the same? Here's the ball with Mikel Antonio. Mikel Antonio looking to bulldoze his way. Reggae Boyz into the box. And Jamal chip, goalkeeper. Arizona. And the ball out for a goal kick. Goalkeeper Azarina. Quickly. All right.
Oh, that's for scored, man.
We see grandstand. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Browning.
Very good save by goalkeeper Azarina. Quickly off his line, Jamal Lowe almost in. Tried to chip goalkeeper Azarina and ricochet corner kick and goalkeeper Azarina punches. Shot! And over the top from Bobby Reed. Referee called a foul.
Right.
Referee Martinez called a foul. Anyway, so if that one had scored, it wouldn't have counted.
Good shot with the left foot, off the left foot.
Yeah. Repeat, Junior.
That was a good shot. That was a good attempt, even though it would have never counted. But
yeah. Just remind listeners, yellow card to Angel Rodriguez Cardero. Earlier for Cuba. Cuban player with midfielder with the yellow card. Cuba definitely delaying restart here. As we're in the 31st minute of action. Junior, as we're seeing the replay of the corner kick and ball headed back in, Blake was quickly out. Do you think that was should have been a free kick?
No, because Blake actually jumped over the defender to try to get the ball.
Okay.
So, no. Big up to Duchesne. Duchesne said, whoever control that far. Good question, Duchesne. The same question I had. That you're basically 7 yards away. There's no need to touch. Just beat the ball in that corner.
Ball sent wide. Here comes Casey Palmer. Casey Palmer with a shot. Yo, come on, tell me, you make Casey Palmer get his moment. Ball ricochet off. Who was that? Bobby Reed. And Casey Palmer showing a bit of emotion. Is that frustration? The man coming like him act like a pitney a while ago.
Yeah. As Duchesne said, at least to the ball. Agree, Duchesne. At least to it.
Corner kick to the Reggae Boyz. Yeah, big up to our listeners. CONCACAF Nations League watch along. The Caribbean Lions of Cuba versus the Reggae Boyz of Jamaica. Corner kick to Reggae Boyz.
So what did we get Lion from?
Yo, the man them thing. We don't know. Maybe have you been to Cuba, Junior? Maybe they have Lion over there.
Hell no.
Anyone who go to Cuba, I've never been to Cuba. So I don't know. I mean, I can't really say. I just know say that of them thing, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe Fidel left some Lion over there. One thing the Reggae Boyz probably, and hopefully as time progresses, we want to see more acceleration in the movement of the ball. Make the ball work and keep it moving. And this is all part of the intensity talk from Steve McLaren. You know, keep the ball moving and keep the intensity up. Ball is with good pass from Latibadir. Bobby Reed out wide. Ball from Bobby Reed to Latibadir. Latibadir back heel ball.
And to who?
This reminds me of Junior Sunday League. I tried some skills were not necessary. Yo, why you have back heel the ball, brother? You have back heel the ball and nobody did it. You have space in front of you. Keep driving to the line and cut it back in your back.
Driving to the line. Shoot! You're to the right of the 6 yard box. Shoot!
And a free kick to Cuba here.
And same thing, Duchesne says that the team have passed the ball better in the defense. That's true. But about that ball better.
Yeah, I mean, them not them ball. Yeah, I mean, not take that. Yeah, definitely. Ball sent long and wide and ricochet off Amari Bell and out for a throw.
It's a good little ball that him gets to.
Yeah, that was Diaz trying to go at Amari Bell. Left winger, right winger Diaz trying to go at Amari Bell. Throw into the Cuban team. By the way, they have a high school at Jamaica, them nicknamed the Cubans. You know who them?
No, I
Jose Marti or Garvey Macia.
At the high school, them call Cubans?
Yeah, man, them call them Cubans. Yo,
anybody would know in that chat that would know.
I think Garvey Macia then call Cubans or Jose Marti. One of them. I'm saying let in the Cuban. Because Dakar Cup football soon start. Actually, I think it's kicking off this weekend. When Dakar Cup start.
You're right. It might be this weekend.
Yeah, Manning Cup and Dakar Cup start this weekend. I think Garvey them call Cubans. BM says, I think Cuba will get something from this game. Yeah, then we get something.
BM.
They get a few fix up.
I get about 3 or 4 BM. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, then we get something, yes. BM said looks like a draw game. Hey, BM, Ballchat researcher, statsman. Do you know which high school in Jamaica they call nickname the Cubans? Or anyone for that matter? I will not give out a jersey for the answer.
A
By the way,
cassava
what
piece.
going with
A cassava
the
piece.
jersey award?
A
You're
cassava
supposed to give
piece
award
call himself
jersey
Cubans.
tonight.
I think cassava piece call himself Cubans, you know.
Which one?
Cassava piece. I think cassava piece have a group of them Cubans over there.
All right. Now, all right. You see, Rusty's
Rusty's Russia.
I attended Rusty's for 3 months. And Rusty's, what they call them, the Russians.
Yeah, Rusty's a Russian.
The Russians. And when the Russians are forward and ball or play, you know, say people dead.
Yeah.
All right. Now, there's a high school team in Jamaica them called the Cubans. I want to say agave. May I look it up now, sir.
As the fourth official, the fourth official, I tell Steve McLaren for go in his coach's box.
Yeah, I exercise book Steve McLaren have. You know, man. Yeah, what kind of book? Exercise book.
Them couldn't buy him a coach's book.
A school when we are with some pencils.
Yeah, you have coach's book. You can't get a coach's book.
Yo, ball is with Latibadir. Latibadir waving to somebody. I don't know who am I wave to.
Right. So all right. So all I do, that's what I wanted. Those are all for the training ground mental.
So Latibadir orchestrate your attack.
Yes. And it's obvious. It's going through the middle. So Latibadir, Casey Palmer, and we've seen Bobby Reed at times track back and get the ball first. So that is the idea. It looks like. So those are the things I want to say. So Latibadir was expecting something to be activated up front, and it never happened. That's why he gesticulated that way. But the man then probably tired at 40 minutes gone in the game.
Yeah, man. So the institution is Garvey Maceo. Them call the Cubans. Yep. Let in the Cubans.
Watch the Cuban number 16. Casey Palmer should be tracking him. Lord have mercy.
And actually, it's an interesting story. The reason why they call the Cubans, apparently Cuba played a role in the formation of the high school.
So we call them the Fighting Castros.
Yeah. Big up Jeremy and Samuels gave me a boring. Now this is supposed to write up the alley for Manchester United people them, man. Yo, Manchester United people them should feel right at home watching them ball game, yeah. Big up to all Manchester United fans, but this sort of boring ball game is normal thing for man. This Junior, talk to me. This is right at home for now.
Yeah, so before I answer that question, what's the name of your team again?
Southampton. Talk to me.
It's next Saturday, 7:30, Manchester United versus Southampton.
Which part of the game I play?
It doesn't matter.
If I sent Mir in the dead.
All right, it's played at St. Mary's.
Yeah, because Brighton give you the playbook. Brighton gave us the code. So if I sent Mir if I sent Mir's Park in the dead, 0-0 family. In fact, I might have gone fire 10 Hag after that game there.
Well, how about the backside of going with the Eagles? 2 straight turnovers. Jalen Hurts threw an interception and know him fumble the ball.
Yeah, but the game is being played in Brazil, Junior.
The new center that replacing Jason Kelsey, fumble the ball.
Man, them are playing in Brazil. What you expect? Come on.
Jeremy said Jamaica playing with no identity. What do you think, Benton? What do you think about that? I think Jamaica is playing with an identity. I think they're playing with no intensity.
What is the identity?
Look,
Here
that
comes
right
Cuba
there.
on the breakaway. Looking for good pass, you Cuba. And Blake is quickly out to cover, but that was
That's a penalty.
dangerous. That surprised me. I didn't expect that from Cuba. It seems very difficult. It seems very simple, but I did not expect that from Cuba. And maybe if the forward have had a little bit more pace, he would have in on goal. But quickly out.
You don't need no more pace. He doesn't even just touch the ball. That should be a goal.
And there could be questions about a penalty shot there, Junior.
Yeah, because Blake missed the ball completely.
Ball sent into the box for the Reggae Boyz. All right. You see, this is the thing now, you know. Me go easy and watch the ball game. Because at some point, the comments about intensity by the coach, we need to see that translate into full tilt sort of performance from the team. Because coaches, team. All right, we're looking so Blake missed the ball and the goal, the number 9 Reyes.
That's a penalty.
You see, a penalty.
That's a penalty.
And so and now another foul the other way. Cuban
that's
player.
A red card. That's a clear red card.
You're straight red card, Martinez.
Yeah, come off of the field.
As Martin, weird. What going on this ball game? Go ahead, Junior. Perez, go ahead.
That's a clear red. The number 19 is trying to say he fouled him first. But that's a clear red card.
So a red card to the Cuban player for dragging back Mikel Antonio.
So what is number 19?
Goal scoring opportunity. Looks like Junior, red card.
A clear red card. So all right. So now Jamaica is about to play against 10 men. If they're not score 5 goals now, second half, then we'll have to ask questions.
And Jermaine says he was in line with the left back. He said he wasn't the last. We have to see that. Is there any VAR in this?
No, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he's the last one, Jermaine. It's a clear goal scoring opportunity. It's a red card. It's not the last one. That last one rule doesn't apply here, sir. The left back has no influence on the play whatsoever, other than keeping Antonio on side.
But isn't the rule is about the last if you...
No. If you stop a goal scoring opportunity, it's a straight red card.
Okay, so it's a red... Okay, it's not about... It's a prevented a clear goal scoring opportunity. Okay. Gotcha.
We can almost say that's a guaranteed goal if him never get pulled back.
All right, so the Reggae Boyz now playing against 10 men. Free kick outside the 18 in the arc of the 18-yard box. Bobby Reed, Casey Palmer, and the stupidest thing about this for Cuba is that they have gotten a red card right on the stroke of halftime.
Yeah.
Them need to swim home.
Yeah, you're asking for some of them to run with, man.
Reggae Boyz, Damari Gray, Bobby Reed, Casey Palmer, and Lati Badier standing close to the ball. I mean, clearly this is a Damari Gray kick. Bobby Reed moves away, Casey Palmer moves away. Damari Gray standing over it. Gray. And save by goalkeeper Azarena.
I wouldn't even say that save. Just kick it right to the keeper.
Yeah, but him still have to save it, Frank, because if never save it, would have gone and goal.
If it never punch it, it will like lick him in the face. Fufu kick that. Jermaine's a good shot. I said bad shot.
The man saved the ball, brother.
That's fine, but you kick the ball. All right, if you kick the ball waist height or chest height, where the goalkeeper doesn't have to move his hands anywhere other than sideways. I'm not impressed with that save. Sorry.
Ball sent in and ricochet off Jamal Lowe and out for a goal kick. We're seeing the replay of the shot here. I mean, a decent shot.
Not a decent kick. Better the ball kick right to the keeper.
Him could have catch you, but the man don't want to take no chance, brethren. The man don't want to take no chance. The man push for the ball.
Yeah, I'm not denying that him push for the ball, but good save now.
You know, Reggae Boyz versus Cuba, CONCACAF Nations League, League A, Group B action. Top two teams from Group B will advance to the quarterfinal round. Reggae Boyz have 4 games, 2 at home and 2 away. Next match day on Tuesday, they will take on Honduras. Ball youth. You know what? Cuba actually have local competition. Watch out, Lamborghini, turn up. Yo, I'm not weird. Then they must fall that. So Lamborghini thumping man in back ahead for. And a ball was sent in, almost misjudged here by Andre Blake. And referee Philberto Martinez breathing kind of hard. Halftime, family.
Jeremy said Omari Hutchinson was not in the plans? Question mark. I think he was in the plans. I think the problem though is that Jamaica is not in his plans.
Yeah, Omari Hutchinson got, I think he was selected for England's U21 team. Ultimately, I mean, long time Omari Hutchinson don't want to play for his side. I think based on his action, he showed up for 2 games and he did also play in that Catalan, the friendly against Catalan, right?
I think that is what scarred him from playing for Jamaica.
Yeah, but the Catalan friendly, but then he played well in the games against Trinidad in Jamaica.
I think the Catalan game scared the hell out of him. Remember him to get salad and a man dropping on him body, you know.
Yo, nice, actually a nice crowd in our bleachers.
And
nice
the people
crowd.
I had noticed people still forwarding. So
actually those are people are gonna look for Junior. People now.
No, those are people walking in.
People are gonna buy food, you know, say people are gonna check the
buy
people
food which part?
cheese, brother.
Buy food which part?
You know, see the bun and cheese man on that corner sell bun and cheese.
The bun and cheese man carry the food to your brother. I want the people about walk in. Remember the entrance is to the left.
Yeah. Yo, so what? Are the MVP, are the VIP box list?
Yeah.
So I want to make sure it's a...
Yes, see these people about walk and come in and go find them seat.
I am wrong.
So that this now, I have to ask the question now.
Yes,
is it that
Minister
traffic?
Education that favor she had a ball game?
You know, she had a ball game.
She not have work to do.
Yeah, she educated herself in some Jamaican kickball.
All right, halftime, family. Reggae Boyz versus Cuba. Let's go through the halftime stats.
Jeremy said playing well was a stretch. And he said, which food seller bleachers? Ask him again. Well, but better too used to EPL and Spanish League. You think food vendor? Yo.
All right. And then the next question I'm asking, when last you go to stadium?
All right. Do you know that the Queen mandated that the stadium cannot change?
May I ask you answer my question? When last you go to stadium?
Answer your question. It don't matter when last you go to stadium, but the same stadium.
Me there stadium last year and miss a food vendor over there, if I'm not mistaken.
You see, food vendor, did they have when at halftime where you can go and get a cup of tea from
Jeremy Samuel said last time we go to Buju concert. Me there stadium last year. At a long time Buju there come out of jail, alright.
No, Buju concert was last year.
Me there
Was it
stadium
last year?
So unless my eyes are trick me, I swear I see food vendor over there.
Father Jermaine's a long time.
Yes, the concert gone long time. All right, me there stadium last year.
I use a food vendor in an aisle where you can walk up from bleachers and come out of bleachers and walk.
I really grandstand me there still. But I swear I see food vendor over bleachers.
And a food vendor is cemented. As a long belly person carry them turbos with some food tonight. Why you went to stadium for good?
Eh?
Where you go watch a stadium?
A champs, me go. Me go champs last night.
Champs a whole day something better. That means say a brother when you see a champs or a food vendor, I carry the man carry some food for it.
Well, you know, with Jeremy and Simon said Benton did I drink Ray and nephew. Well, it sounded hot the other still, so anything could have go.
Remember when you come out of your seat and walk, let's say you walk go concourse. Outside your reach. There's no concourse.
But big up to the people who stadium who know stadium. Stadium vibes always turn up. Nice vibes.
Yeah, but stadium vibes nice, man. When it stadium nice,
yeah.
when stadium nice, you want me to tell you how you know stadium nice? When you hear gunshot fire outside. Because they must shoot rubber bullets after the man.
Over Nannyville?
No, the police them used to shoot rubber bullets after people what try to jump the wall.
Oh, okay. That is when stadium nice for you.
I mean, I say you know stadium nice when you see the weed man I walk around, I say, yeah, herbs. And them time the stadium nice.
No,
I mean by no. Herbs man no go stadium unless stadium nice.
Yeah, stadium nice when you're looking at a grandstand and you see a local and you say, yeah, we have to make a walk go over there to go sit down. Yeah.
As soon as you reach the fence, squad is said years as after you.
Yo, but halftime action, Reggae Boyz versus, let's look at the halftime start, CONCACAF Nations League, League A, Group B action. 8 shots for, Reggae Boyz take 8 shots, according to the stats.
It's your stats can be misleading. Where them 8 shots they come from? Only shot I remember, well no, about 8 for real, but how many of those shots were dangerous, or how many did happen consecutive?
3 shots on target.
Right. And none of them were consecutive. That means that Cuba wasn't under consistent pressure.
Yeah.
Here's another question.
Yeah, go ahead.
We know rainfall at Jamaica today, right?
Yeah.
Why are they water in the field?
Because the coach want the ball move round a little bit.
Okay.
Move
so
quickly.
You ever hear the term, but not you, it's a rhetorical question, but people need to learn the term waterlogged. And damp or waterlogged is not the same thing.
So I said the man go waterlog you feel now. You feel drainage already.
Well, that's why the Canada game they get moved to the morning after, right?
Oh yeah, I can't remember the rain, but I only rain did falling. Yeah, drainage wasn't ready either. So, yeah.
So I don't understand this watering of field. There's something about Jamaica's approach since Helmgrenson gone. I can't remember seeing at halftime the water in the field.
Well, I mean, they're putting on a show for the big fancy coach.
I think so. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, putting on a show for the big fancy coach.
Them do big promotion. Them do this. Them building a social media footprint. Them doing interviews. We're hearing and seeing people from JFF that we didn't know exist. We are getting past a window into how Jamaica prepared different than before. We are getting actual videos posted on social media. The last person to do that was the last group, Altiman Butler, coaching when Coach Wade. He had a social media footprint for Jamaica, but it wasn't JFF, it was Altiman Butler's Instagram page. Now JFF have a footprint.
And so them have them music supposed to run, because them have big selectors on the flyers, Music by Escobar and Narati.
Yeah, but guess what, Benton? That was 2 hours before kickoff.
Then them now play a tune at halftime.
Yeah, but there was a party 2 hours before kickoff and people still are walking to the stands. What I tell you, sir, either there's traffic, obviously, or something there. The infrastructure that's in place for people walking through the turnstiles with them tickets.
All right. Big up. All right, now to the football game and the halftime stats. One half so far in the Steve McLaren's tenure. Highs, lows. What your takeaway from it before, and what adjustments you want to make? Because ultimately there's an objective here. You have to win a football game.
I think right. I'll big up. I will say what Father Jeremy said. Jamaica play good so far. Hope them keep it up, right? And I share that sentiment as well. But for me, and if we're talking about grading Steve McLaren, the second half is there's nothing that can come out of the second half other than negative for Jamaica. If Jamaica scored 15 goals in the second half, the red card being issued, it have to be an asterisk. There's nothing to talk about. No, it does.
No.
It does. You come into the game as heavy favorites against Cuba, and now they're down to 10 men. You should win this game and win it comfortably. I would be disappointed if Jamaica don't score 5 goals.
I mean, all right. Yo, at the end of the day, predictions and expectations are one thing, but you have to go out and still execute.
True.
And if you come and win this game 5-love, yeah, impressive, box check, because ultimately, again, you only have a very few training sessions with this group, and if you can, did we ever see the Reggae Boyz score 5 goals and a dentist and him did it for 2 years?
No,
Okay.
no. But then though, we're talking about upgrades. They said earlier,
Yeah,
as I'm sure the Yard Army Supporters Club again, with Shamar Nicholson and them flag, but Shamar not to play. But you talked earlier about upgrades. If worse comes to worse and this game finished 0-0, or Jamaica score 1 goal in the 89th or 90th minute, can you come out of it and say, I am seeing where things can be better moving forward? My answer will be no. I would have to reserve judgment even more to Tuesday. What we saw in the first half, we saw a team that is playing cautious and they're playing confident. I will give them that. They're very confident on them ball, but they're playing slow. They're playing very calculated and they're not trying to rush the game, right? So we'll give them that. And they were in control of the game for the most part. Cuba created 2 chances, one that probably should have been a penalty or should have been a goal. And they had other chances down the wing when the long ball caught the wing backs high, right? So those are things that you look at and say, okay, if we were playing against Mexico, we're in trouble. If we were playing against America, we're in trouble. So alarm bells should be going off about those things, right? But for the second half, the expectation right now is Jamaica's supposed to go out there and score a bag of goal. Cuba already was playing like them tired. The man them a waste time in the first 10 minutes. Wait till them going to do for the second half. They might not even come out to them 18-yard box.
Yeah, I mean,
yo, Dalios, yo, cameraman at work, Benton. Yes, cameraman.
Yeah. Wait, you have some Cuban fans. Hey, yo. Yo, the view of the stadium, the aerial view is spectacular.
No, I don't want an aerial view. Bring back the view in the stands, cameraman.
Yeah, the view of the city, Kingston City, beautiful. The night lights view. All right, back to focus, Junior. Focus.
No, Benton, no. I'm going to bring out, hey, cameraman at work, Benton. Cameraman at work.
Focus. But, I mean, for me, as I say at the beginning of the program, I just want to win the ball game. Ultimately, It's a hallmark of a team. They have been together for a while. Even though you have a new manager in the place, you should have enough pieces, enough ballers to be able to say, we score some goals and win this ball game. That's the ultimate objective. The more goals you score, great. But right now, Cuba had one attack that was concerning, and the corner kick was also concerning regarding Blake dropping the ball. Hola. Hold up. Yeah, Rastaman, come on, tell we in a brother. Our dreadlocks. Come on, tell we in a brethren. Teams making their way back onto the field. By the way, before we continue, want to salute the passing of Bengeleng, Boys in Nicholson. I forgot to do this, and all who are Reno football fans, we have to big up the life. Yeah, wait, focus. We have to big up the life and the work of one.
Daniels, Benka. Daniels.
We have to big up the life and the work of the one, Mr. Bengeleng. Bengeleng, Boys in Nicholson, gone home to the ancestors. Big up yourself. Contributed heavily to Reno's success in the 90s as a man who watched Reno closely, watched Reno training while I was in school, watched Bengeleng, and them man there. Those are my idols and my heroes. Bengeleng, Hagler, Wild Boy, Pala and all them man, the Postman, all them man. And not Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi, like the juniors of the world.
No, my era is Walter Boyd and Roger Creed.
Yeah, we don't know them people there. Reno, we are saying. All right, second half action underway, family. There was a sub for Cuba. Keys to the game for the Reggae Boys. No, and
just go the score early, score often. Score early, score often.
And how do you do that, Junior?
Just be more, like you said, you did point it out earlier that the ball movement was slow. So just move the ball faster. All right, guys. We have an intention. We're playing a back three when we're in possession. Everything looked good. Now go out there and play with more confidence. Move the ball faster.
Reggae Boys. And as for Cuba, keys to the game for Cuba, since we are fair and balanced, sure, well, not very balanced when it comes to this game, but we always respect when the Reggae Boys are player.
Exactly what number 7 just do. Exactly what number 7 just do. As soon as Breeze touch you, drop, say you're hurt, and kill time. I hope that Jamaica can have a break in concentration. If they have a lapse in concentration, then they can get a chance.
We'll get to the substitution for Cuba here in a second. Score update. Puerto Rico leading Haiti 1-0 at halftime in CONCACAF Nations League action. Of course, we mentioned St. Lucia defeated Curacao 2-0 earlier. That's an interesting result there, Junior, that Puerto Rico is leading Cuba 1-0 at halftime.
Leading who?
Puerto Rico leading Haiti, not Cuba, sorry.
Yeah. Another team that we say that was in the ascendancy and fall off before peaking.
Here comes Damari Gray getting behind the defense. Damari Gray into the box. And Damari Gray's effort is wide.
That's a score.
And EPL Damari Gray would score that. Saudi Arabia, Damari Gray now score that.
Well, playing in America, Damari Gray scored that. Yeah, bro. Yeah. All right, Bubba.
Yeah, Damari Gray normally would have done better in that situation.
Playing in America scored that. That's field. As look at how the ball, when the ball was rolling, you see the water skidding off of the back. It's a wet field.
Seems like you're blaming the watering of the pitch, Junior. Why?
No, sir. I'm just noticing stuff.
Yeah, big up to our listeners. Remember to smash the like button. Remember to tell a friend about the content. Ballchat. We do this Reggae Boyz content and football content. We focus on football. English Premier League, La Liga, all things football. And we do Reggae Boyz watch along. Sometimes we'll watch Brazil games, but Brazil.
But no show this Sunday because of the international break.
Yeah, no show. Normally for those new listeners, new subscribers, we have a weekly show at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Jamaica time. As the Cuban goalkeeper Arazinia is playing around with the ball, finally got rid of it. But no show during the international break on Sunday. We'll just do watch-alongs.
And the crowd, even though I don't have the volume up, I can sense the crowd is waiting for something
Yeah, the
to set
crowd
up
is a nice crowd. It's a long time I don't see so much people in the stadium.
Exactly, for a football game, for
Yeah,
a Jamaica national game.
For a football game. This is true. For a football game. Ball is with Gray on the left. Gray to Casey Palmer. Casey Palmer. Yo, Mikel Antonio have dived like fish. Get up. Yo, and the ball is... Bobby Reed is in. Was he in an offside position? Must be.
No, sir. No, sir. He wasn't. Number 19 was keeping him on again.
Wait, Bobby Reed was in. Was a little bit slow to react there. Yeah, man. Him in a offside, Junior. Him offside.
Okay.
Him turn up in there by himself.
Yeah. But would that have been well, yeah, because it deflect off the Jamaican.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Even though it was the Cuban that kicked it.
Offside goalkeeper. What's that?
How long before you make a substitution? And who would you substitute?
I would probably another. So what? This 10 minutes, 68 minutes. I need to start. Cuba has 10 men.
Right.
All right. So you have an advantage. So you have to take off the brakes and unleash whatever support, whatever attacking prowess you have on the bench. Run them out. And he spoke about that at the pre-match presser of the importance of his bench. Steve McLaren, that is. He said the bench is just as important as a starter, even probably in some instances maybe even more important, because the bench needs to be able to come in and give an impact, and the circumstances will dictate how the bench, whether they need to come and defend or need to come get you some goals. So, you know, and it's not a long time you hear Reggae Boyz manager kind of communicate the importance of different groups in the team. The importance of the starting 11 and the importance of the bench. So, here's Reggae Boyz, Amari Bell shot. Yo, watch out. Jamal Lowe, come on, I feel. Come. Jamal Lowe, sub. Jamal Lowe from 6 yards out. Or is that...
he should be at a hat trick though. That should have been his second goal.
No, all right. 17 yards out. On mark.
17? No, that is about 12 yards out.
All right. 12 yards out. Come on.
He's below the penalty spot. 10 yards out.
No, yeah. Keep it. It
So
was penalty. Yeah.
So the first chance that
yeah, man, 12 yards. Yeah.
The first chance he got, he tried to control it.
Yeah.
This is the chance he could have controlled and collected himself, because he had worlds of time. So we criticized the dentist later on in his tenure, when we saw issues with like his substitution pattern.
Wait, hold on, Junior. Casey Palmer on a run there. Hold on. Sorry, Junior, but Casey
Come on, that one.
Driving at. All right, go ahead, Junior. Free kick to the Reggae Boyz. Go ahead.
So we criticize the dentist for that. You are playing your first game. Cuba is down to 10 men. You already have your foot on them throat. You have to make a decision now. Am I good? Do I see my team scoring, or do I need to do something to be a catalyst for a goal? Because you can't make Cuba settle in the second half. Right now, they're unsettled. Right now, Jamaica is creating chances and booming after the goal. You cannot let the game settle down, because that's when Cuba go and lock it for a draw.
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised how Cuba is so open with 10 men. You should be...
Right, exactly.
Casey Palmer is standing over it. I think he's already put the ball down, say him attack the one, yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Him don't know a long argument. That goal is Benton.
Damari Gray walks away. Casey Palmer. Yo, Casey Palmer. Leave the ball next time to Damari Gray, brother. And the ball is smashed into the wall.
Is that a corner? Yeah.
Yeah. BM says now we see why Jamal Lowe rarely gets selected for Jamaica.
But isn't it weird that Antonio looked like him? No, I thought him was hurt. Like him a hold up on him knee.
Corner kick to the Reggae Boyz.
But you don't find it after the corner.
Ball is with Casey Palmer. Palmer with a shot. Yo, Palmer do too much in him. Him think say he hyper get to him, you know. I think say hyper get to him. Kaim Dixon needs to come on the field. Jamal Lowe needs to come off and Kaim Dixon come on the field.
So if you are Kaim Dixon and you get picked for the squad, right?
Yeah.
How you feel knowing that you were picked in the squad, Bailey get injured, and the player that is replacing Bailey in the squad, that being the player that was not even thought about to be in the squad, him get picked and him just walk right into the starting 11.
You know, that's a good point. I never thought about that.
So
why? I don't know what you eat for dinner tonight. You're sharp. It's like you're thinking for the next level.
I'm in my Manchester United farm right now.
Yeah, well, don't get carried away. Shot by Cuba by the Reggae Boyz. Punch away by goalkeeper Azarina. Kaim Dixon needs to get on the field, but the point you made about Jamal Lowe, if Kaim Dixon was the backup to Leon Bailey, and Lowe should have been the one on the bench, and Kaim Dixon should have started. Yeah, good point. Here comes Lambagisa driving. Get Lambagisa then into the box, and the ball is with great shot, saved by Azarina. Ball is trying. Good save, that one, Junior.
Yeah, that is a good save.
Reggae Boyz up, all right, they're definitely up the tempo now in terms and looking for a goal. Reggae Boyz come again. Yo, look at the ball, man.
And again, I'm going to say it again. Damian Lowe is playing discipline.
Ball is with Bobby Reed. Reed doing too much with the football. Turns over. Cuba. I know we have a battle here between a Cuban player and Casey Palmer.
Man of the match, Casey Palmer. BM said put on Boza. Dushian said put on Dixon.
All right, yeah, put on Boza for Anthony, yes. Yep.
I said bring in Mason Greenwood. Oh my God.
You could use him here. But again, this pitch, we don't know if some ballers will work on.
Benton, you put Mason Greenwood on the moon him scoring.
Mikel Antonio being moved out the way. Junior, what was that a dive from Mikel?
No, because the defender did push him foot out, but and Low with a hard tackle, good tackle. And again, Jamaica playing a high line.
And Boza is stepping towards the touchline, getting ready for a substitution. Ball into the box. Bobby Reed, a shot, and it's a goalkeeper. When I catch the ball, when I dive and push, the ball just comes.
Yes, it's a shopkeeper that bent that. Yo, you know, I think the goalkeeper is a volleyball player. A volleyball about a player.
Yeah. Dushian Perry says Greenwood can't play upon this pitch.
Yo, Dushian, you can't put Greenwood on Mars. Him still a boss.
All right, so we're Junior un momento por 4. So now we have in us Shamar Nicholson and Mikel Antonio combination. Jamal Lowe is off. We have been here before, Junior.
Yeah, but let us see how he's being deployed now. Because we see Nicholson come on and gone out of the wing.
So is Shamar Nicholson going to play right wing?
I hope not. I hope Jamaica now play a 4-4-2. You're playing against 10 men. Why? If I'm playing against 10 men, why do I need only one striker up top? Put on a second striker up top with him.
So them kind of thing. Reggae Boyz Cuba trying to clear it out. Now Cuba comes away with it. Cuba sends it wide. Looking for Perez. Perez Perez looking for overlap as Cuba now running off some space. Very rare attack from Cuba and Moncalo or Mikel Antonio clip Cordova there.
You know, it looked like the ground trip him.
Yeah, but he ran through two of them, which was a bit surprising. Free kick to Cuba.
Look at the ground trip him. Watch that. You might trip over one foot, brother.
There's deep discussion between the Cuban staff and the fourth official. Free kick to Cuba.
The ball at Cuban coach was like a domino player. You know, the rum bar man we play 3-man domino and gamble.
I'm sure they can't find a game in Jamaica tonight after a game.
So if I the one who run off. Hey, a good shot that to the youth.
Yeah, man, a good shot. Cuba with a good shot.
Highly back man.
Yeah, it wasn't far out. But I think Blake had it covered.
No, he didn't have it covered. That's why Blake get up pissed at him wall. All the ball go through the wall.
Walla leak. Ball sent Lambagisa looking to send it inside. Cleared out. Low. The Reggae Boyz centre backs are inside the Cuban half, so that's how much attack from the Reggae Boyz. Space is very limited now. It's getting a bit crowded in and around the 18-yard box now.
So Cuba is now getting cramped. And that you would never saw that under Helmgrenson. You never see Jamaica play this high of a line. And this is European football 101 right now.
Corner kick to Reggae Boyz. Ball sent in from Bobby Reed. Headed on by Boza. Flicked on. And Mikel Antonio cannot get his body position correctly. And he fell over. Back Road Antonio is back, Junior.
I don't think Back Road Antonio ever left.
Yo, mine get water, Mikel. Mine get water.
So hear this though. Duchesne said we need low in the middle now. Super midfielder. No.
I mean, all right, Junior, what could it
hurt?
You don't have to worry about an attack. You need to try to win the ball. Latibodir, in fact, he would probably be a lot more physical than Latibodir.
So take off Latibodir and put on a real midfielder.
Well, fair enough.
If he's not, if the midfielder that you have on the field is not giving you what you need, bet the defender play a defender and put on a midfielder.
Yeah, fair enough. Take off Latibodir and put on a real midfielder. This is true. Here comes Casey Palmer. Wait. Casey Palmer find him level, brother. Man, I try to tread the needle.
I don't try the man tread the needle.
Bobby Reed probably should have let that one run. Big up Rodney Price. Rodney Price says, Rodney Price get back in visa for go to England. Rodney Price says, joke thing. All when Lua and a squash a brother. Him can't be in 6. Yeah, Lua did play in 6 in Canada, right? And
Dad, with a business about that. That is not the norm, brother.
Yeah, but he did play in it and did achieve something. Granted, it's not somebody where you want to rely on, but the dentist did rely on him in 6.
And that we should, if we knew that what we knew now, then we'll answer yo from then time the dentist out.
Big up Wayne. Wayne said the man them should have under 4 already.
Exactly. I agree with Wayne. I agree.
63rd minute, family. Reggae Boyz versus. Alright, BM says, Statsman, BM says last year in the Nations League, Cuba drew 0-0 with Haiti and beat Suriname 1-0 with
no business.
in their first 2 games. BM, listen to Junior, we no business.
We no business, BM. You have an opportunity like this. Fans in the stands, like I said, some of these Jamaican players are the first time in them life them playing a game at National Stadium and actually have people in the stands that watch a game.
Mikel
For the
Antonio
first
being
of them
called
life.
over by referee Martinez. Centre back Cordoba and Martinez in deep discussion.
Big up. We had said them goalkeeper hold it though. BM say, but get your point, BM. Cuba is at a pushover team, but Jamaica do have a choice right now.
Corner kick into the cleared out. Big up Casey Palmer. Yo, Casey. Are you calling him TOK?
Yeah, but just above is a TOK is back. TOK. So Duchenne say actually have a crowd making noise.
Yeah, man.
So
yeah,
you
man.
You don't want them people now leave and say, boy, I'm a waste my Good Friday. Because they're not coming back.
Wait, where TOK I want go? Let me take. Rodney Price had this run on top of a two white man with a bag of money, but same result. Yo, Tapper have bigger fish to fry. Tapper enjoy himself over Mount Pleasant. You know, see Tapper a smile from ear to ear one night when he picks up a side. The Cuban player is down. Yo, alright, so things are sell over bleachers there. So Candy man I walk with him, Candy.
Yeah, we walk with the people them.
So you talk about things that sell over bleachers.
No, Mr. Things are sell bleachers, but people that walking for God. Wait, a big woman that yo, big on the big woman that we finally get to live out them dream and be cheerleaders.
Equal opportunity.
We had no, I forget Casey some props. Impressive play so far. Yeah, man, like Ben said, Casey Palmer fired this level.
Rodney Price, why is the game so slow? The pitch, family, the pitch slow.
Yeah, and they wet are already rain-logged field.
CONCACAF Nations League Action League A Group B. Reggae Boyz versus Cuba. Trinidad will play Honduras starting at 10 p.m. Keep an eye on that game. Brazil is playing Ecuador in South American World Cup qualifiers. Junior, what going with your Eagles? 0-0 between Brazil and Ecuador.
Eagles down to
What, 14?
Eagles down 12-7.
Okay. Restart finally. Family back action back on. Ethan Pinnock driving up. Yo, come on, man, move. Ball is with Gray. Gray then turns it back to Amari Bell. And your suggestion is to get this brother Latibadir out of the midfield. Cuba made a substitution. Orlando De La Cruz off. Mario Penalavier is on. Penalavier is on for Cuba. Substitution for Cuba.
Lord of mercy, Lamborghini can't chase a ball.
Cuba definitely running the clock, family. Taking
Without a
few
doubt.
extra seconds on these throw-ins.
So you know, right now, I'm gonna be that guy. 70 minutes gone, still 0-0. Cuba playing 20 minutes down to 10 men. I think the sports headlines have already written itself. A lackluster game by Jamaica. No matter what happens in the next 20 minutes.
And is it too early to make any broad? All right. Regardless of what happened in training, the coach have information regarding this game, right? And there he spoke at length about the importance of his bench. So you probably need to start utilize the bench a little bit more because you need results. You need a result here. You need a victory.
Right, because you can't say Jamaica is unlucky to not have scored yet.
Ball
You
sent
haven't
over to
seen.
Starboy Damari Gray. BM said, what are your thoughts on Starboy Gray tonight, Junior?
I think they're playing. I think they're playing control. I think everybody's playing under control. Before we see a lot of indisciplined football being played. Man, I run out of position. Man feel like say I'm a winger. Man feel like say I'm a striker. You are not seeing that now. So we're seeing. I would say I'm seeing some level of structure and organization. But what we want to also see is energy, and the energy is not there. Is it
Daniel
that the
Diaz
players?
off for Cuba. Matos on Cuba, definitely utilizing their subs.
Yeah.
That is their third, I think, substitution for Cuba so far. Wayne said too early. Wayne says too early. Give it till 75th minute.
All right. So
75th.
if Jamaica don't
minutes.
score the next 6 minutes, then Wayne will
Ball
agree.
over
with.
looking for Boza. Sorry, Junior. Boza, yeah, go ahead, Junior.
If Jamaica don't score in the next 6 minutes, then you're going to agree with me.
All right, ball. Boza took a shot. Ricochet. Ball is with Gray out wide. Gray turns inside. Turn his man, then send it into the box. Goalkeeper Azarina clears. Cuba clears their line. Low picks it back up. Sends
You know,
it
say
to Bobby
goalkeeper give
Reed.
a goal. That goalkeeper going to give us a goal.
Bobby Reed to Latibadia Casey Palmer looking to squeeze through Bobby Reed. Cuba comes away with it and Cuba sends it out and all the way to Andre Blake all by himself, way out of his 18-yard box.
Love to
Ball
see
back to
that.
Pinnock. Latibadia, the man who pull the strings for it. Ball is with Boza. Boza behind the defense. Boza trying to sala the man and then he was looking for support, but he's offside. I said Boza born in the offside.
Yeah. BM said this is just a continuation of Hangers, lacking creativity, no style of play, and playing Latin midfield. I disagree with some parts, BM. I don't think it's a continuation of Hangers. I don't think they are lacking creativity. I think they have a style of play, but playing Latin midfield is not it for me either. Team has been playing together long enough to break down a lesser team, coaching aside. I agree with that, Rodney. Duchesne said them man they play together like a club side. I agree.
Yeah, but
So-
all right. So to both points regarding the team, I play along together. Those are accurate. Those are factual statements, right? Because both the team, the group has been together. So respective of who are coach's side, whether it's Steve Harvey or Steve McLaren, it's the same group I'm in. And,
Right.
and to be on point, Latibadir has been in the midfield under Hal Grimson, and here comes his brother with the same thing. And the results seem like it a trend to the same sort of slow, lethargic, inability to break down an opponent. Now, granted, Casey Palmer is probably the best game I ever seen play in a Jamaica game, so this look like at his level. But that aside, we still haven't scored a goal.
Yes.
Ball now to trying to get Reyes behind for Cuba. Andre Blake quickly out. Bobby Reed trying to push the tempo for the Reggae Boyz. Turns it back to Latibadir. I just don't understand this thing. Like Latibadir is I'm done. Because them money have more knowledge on me. Them are experts. Them have coaching license. So there must be something about Latibadir in this position that I am not seeing. Corner kick to the Reggae Boyz. BM says Jamaica struggling to beat 10-men Cuba at home. Yeah, it's a struggle. 74th minute, family. Reggae
I think
Boyz with a
struggle
corner
is too
kick.
strong of a word. I think struggle is too strong of a word.
And Martinez, referee Filiberto Martinez is giving a yellow card to someone. Who got the yellow card?
Like low. I would guess low.
Loa try hype up the crowd. And the man, they give Loa a yellow card. The referee gave you a yellow. Corner kick. Headed on. Flipped off the Cuban player and out for corner kick from the other side. Damian Lowe with a yellow card. Loa try to get the crowd hype, and the crowd I say over bleachers. I say, yo brother, what happened to you? You're an idiot. Give us something for hype, but.
Pinnock.
Corner kick from the other side.
Yo, Pinnock is the tallest player on the field.
You know what? Headed out by Cuba. Picked up by Lambegisa. Ball sent back to Bobby Reed. Reed. Trying to cut inside. Headed out by the Cuban defense. Cuba comes away with it. Here comes Cuba on the breakaway. And Damari Gray trying to run back. And the ball is out for a throw into the to Cuba. Yo, sub, Kaim Dixon. We need Kaim Dixon upon the field. How many times we used to say that when the dentists are playing? And we are say a coach. Now we are saying same thing with this brother.
Yo, so what's CFAS there?
Yo, can't find CFAS.
BF said, I don't understand why pick Karai Anderson and John Russell if you are not going to play them. They are natural CDMs. Hey, we had said, okay, Judah, it's still 75 minutes.
Ball taken down deep into near the corner flag by the Cuban player Reyes. Kicked it off. Ethan Pinnock out for a throw for the Reggae Boy for Cuba, deep inside the Reggae Boys half.
And now Cuba they can feel it's close. They can feel the 1 point is close.
Yeah, and I mean, it would be an achievement because ultimately if you can take a point playing most of the game with 10 men, right?
Yeah.
From when the red card happened.
Early,
not
early. Yeah, about 40.
Okay, at halftime. So yeah, It's not most of the game, but 48 minutes or about.
Rodney said 5 minutes since the striker get a touch. Wade said Cuba look for counter and get a goal. I have to commend Cuba because they came out second half and they're not showing any fear. They're very organized and they're not bunkered in. They are still trying to look dangerous, which is what teams will go down to 10 men try for do. But not many can be that successful.
Coach Steve McLaren is now up. Yo, Steve McLaren like him carry Manchester United vibes come at Jamaica to box cover. Ball turned in. Header, goal youth! Watch him miss it! But he's in the outside position. But anyway, you need to score the goal, brother.
Oh.
And the entire bleachers stand up. Yo, you think a goalkeeper, shopkeeper? Where we get some of them strikers here from?
Yo, all right, it's offside. But how Nicholson missed that better?
Yo, on a striker, a defense Nicholson we gonna play, brother. Yo, on a striker, this brother. This on a striker.
And I don't think that's offside, even though that VAR.
I don't even care, Junior. I don't care about offside, but
how you missed that?
if a striker missed that, no man, no sir. If not, we kick it in the goalkeeper face, in the goalkeeper body, and kick it over the top.
No, but better. The goalkeeper did not dive to save the ball. The goalkeeper dived to come out of the way.
Yo, I history this.
No, I don't history, because Bobby Reed do the same thing in the World Cup qualifier,
yes,
remember?
Bobby Reed do probably worse, because that the goal is empty, right?
Jaja.
No.
Hey, for make it worse, you know, better. You know, it would be bad and not so bad if he tried to do it one time.
The man
he not tried to control the ball.
The right foot,
The man control the ball.
Jaja.
And another thing, you notice,
Big up, Randy Price says, Coach, beg you a change. Can we get a first set of legs to pressure the CB? BM says, look what Boza just missed. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Junior, go ahead.
And Lambagisa with another stupid foul. Unnecessary foul.
CONCACAF Nations League action. League A Group B action. Coming like we're not score 5 goals tonight, Junior.
So prepare for weeping and mourning and disappointment, and there's nothing Jamaica can do in the next 12 minutes to change the feeling or the vibe of this game. Nothing. Right now, it don't even make any sense if Jamaica win.
Yeah, come on, 5 man back lower. Where man I ride the man back? Yeah, this look like the boy from Wolves will grab up Jesus one day. Kind of thing that. What? Here comes the Reggae Boyz, Amari Bell. Casey Palmer to Lati Badir. Ball set spread wide. Lambegisa trying to find Bobby Reid. Bobby Reid sends it across goal and out for a goal kick. Rodney Price says, don't think Jamaica can beat Grenada. Well, hey, it might be onto something because you have to beat people, you have to score goals, right? You have to at least score a goal. Steve McLaren in his technical era look a bit. I wonder if Steve McLaren has said, Brenton, let me get myself in.
In all fairness, Jamaica has been deployed well enough to already be up 3-0, 4-0. Can we agree on that?
No, I mean, I'm not agreeing on nothing.
How about chance them create?
Yeah, brother, you still need to score the goals them.
Yeah, so, no, that's what I said. They were deployed. So you can't really kill Steve for the game plan. The body just walk this.
It's all about results. Corner kick to Jamaica's Cuban player. Ball ricochet off Perez out for a corner kick.
Mental, the man them walk this one.
Again, we can't see Kaim Dixon on the field. Corner kick for the Reggae Boyz. Hey, yo, Marion Garden, go over to Steve McLaren a while ago, and it looked like the man gave him a look and say, "You're not bother me, brother." Don't bother me. Not now. Corner kick headed out.
Draw game, this.
Yeah, this is like the game I give you a Manchester United vibe, Junior.
I same thing Benton just said. But at this, what Jamaica get themselves in get this old body wash up. And BM said, Junior will have it rough. Man, you are no Reggae Boyz.
Yeah, watch out, piling. Watch out, Casey Palmer. Yo, I want the TOK. TOK, I try to grab off a man and the man, he can't catch him a while ago. So Cuban just threw himself a ground. Yo, that ball game here, enjoy. Comedy, and finally we have some subs. All right, just one. Just one sub.
Subs to the what though? You're giving him 8 minutes.
So Norman Campbell comes on for Latibadir. All right, so Latibadir out of the 6. No, so who goes in the 6? Casey Palmer?
Casey Palmer, but you put on Campbell now for 8 minutes. What am I doing at 8 minutes?
And Cuban with a shot, but a Cuban player is trying to get on the end of it, and he does. And Lambegisa, watch the ball now. And a good work back to help Lambegisa there by Norman Campbell. Good work back, Norman Campbell. Because...
Hey, Lambegisa...
Come on says, but we sure we won't. Yeah.
It just said we can't lose, but we definitely never win 10 love.
Come on, say, but we sure won't win 10-0. Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Well, Cuba might score for the card here.
Father Jermaine says, time on God.
Well, Cuba might score.
Here comes the Reggae Boys. Now moving forward. Yo! Man, check Michael Antonio. What a check.
Hold on. The man check Antonio, but I man drop.
But I him drop, yeah.
One run right in a brick wall.
Run a brick wall. A yellow card for Cuban players. Martinez is getting a
Hey, Father Jeremy and I asked what to whisper.
Yeah, I think Whisper injured, you know. It's not a joke, Junior. I think he's injured. He's
Of
actually
course, we're laughing.
recovering. Last I
BM
saw, Daryl Mahon got a yellow card for Cuba.
Jeremy had said, BM said, remember what I said, you guys, what he told you guys early in the game. What did Judah say? Yeah.
Yeah, BM did say it looked like a jaw game, man. We said we don't care. We don't care. We are winning this ball game, yeah. Now, I think to see a face, Junior, we should be, it should still be affirmative. Reggae Boys are win this game, yeah. 1-0.
Rodney said, between Joe the Dentist and now Steve, Jamaica just love put money in a white man pocket. Well.
Yo, hey, Steve McLaren no cash a check yet, Rodney, so the check might bounce.
Hey, let me tell you something, boy. I mean, me tell you afterwards. Remember, I tell you about selector, I get paid after that. Because.
Why say you need to get paid before?
Yo, no, promoter don't pay before.
Yeah.
If you have a big sound, forget deposit.
Big sound. Ball send into the box. Jamaica appealing for a penalty there, Junior. Sorry, go ahead.
It's a handball, but referee say, yeah.
Move on.
Yeah, referee say, earn your goal, brother. Nah, give you no goal.
I make we keep an eye on Norman Campbell. Jamaica is gonna win in the last minute, says Father Jeremy.
And the marks what the Whisper. Whisper did surgery recently. And that's the last I heard from him.
Damari Gray facing down the defender. And yo, the referee said Damari Gray a fish. I thought him foul him still, you know.
Him foul him spin and kick him.
Yeah. Cuba.
Wait, look
at Cuban coach with that technical era. The man is like, the man I really kind of attack him team to the point. Shot from weird for the Reggae Boys. Yo, he might have run on the field go kick the ball himself. Ball sent wide to. Definitely Damari Gray and ball turn, get and goalkeeper. Yeah, where goalkeeper, aka shopkeeper, man. Where there?
Yo, why? So what? How the keeper hurt himself? Well, get up, man. But question: why now, man? Campbell try no look pass and spin?
Father Jeremy says, what do Deshaun? Yeah, he's on the bench. Deshaun Bernard is on the bench. What is from Father Jeremy? Face blue smiling, face blue smile. What that, Junior?
I laugh.
Rodney Price says, hope is not the same surgeon that whisper. That did whisper teeth. The surgeon's an all-rounder with Rodney. Come on, says Shamar have to score to make it. If not score, come on. Shamar have to score to make it back up to us for that 2 yards miss. You think they are 2 yards? I think 1 yard he miss it from.
And fans leaving the stands in disgust. That's what BM said. That's true.
And Cuba yeah, man, this is a lackluster, disappointing performance. How would this brother yeah? Come turn up. How would the white brother yeah? Turn up technical era with the Reggae Boyz clothes on? How would him? Reyes is off for Cuba and Katasu is on for Cuba as Jamaica is making another sub. Gray is coming off. And Kaim Dixon is now coming on in the 89th minute.
And Gray, but look at Gray face a while ago when he see him number. You see it? It's like, damn, I'm here, come off. Brother, you're tired. Come off, I feel. And this is the longest Demarai Gray ever played for Jamaica. Normally, Demarai Gray come off in the 60th minute. A piece of a left, man. What a disappointment.
Price and the fans that do the Hoare Trafford walkout.
Yeah. Watch out.
CONCACAF Nations League A Group B action. Reggae Boyz versus Cuba. Top two teams from as both I seen it finds another ball sent wide. Norman Campbell cuts in on his right. Cannot keep it under control. And taken away by the Cuban player. And and an NFL block by Norman Campbell.
Yo, so earlier in the week, there was a video with Steve McLaren. I tell a man, say, yo, seal it up.
Yeah.
All this seal up thing I go now. Cause if he's a coach like I think he is, he's supposed to walk cuss off the mutant.
Yeah, 5 minutes at a time. Cuba, a long ball over. Almost got behind the Reggae Boyz there, Junior.
And then get a corner.
Corner kick to Cuba. 5 minutes of added time. Corner kick to Cuba.
Yo, I'm ashamed.
I mean, yeah, we can't go with the group of players. Yeah, we need for we need some players. We need some better players. I've seen enough.
Shame.
I've seen enough. And again, Latibadir in a midfield in a 6. Nah, gonna work.
Why Daniel Johnson must regret him in ban too early.
Kamoli says if Cuba did have 11 men, we would have in a trouble.
I agree. Because after the first 10 minutes of the second half, you can't tell that Cuba is down to 10 men.
Yeah, but some great coaches said that it's very difficult to play against 10 more than 11.
That's not a great coach that said that.
Here comes the Reggae Boyz. Ball sent over. And overhit and is out for a goal kick as the Cuban manager Castillo is looking at his clock.
The man knows him 3 minutes away from getting some capitalist money.
That capitalist country where we probably want to run off to.
You get it.
Brazil leading Ecuador 1-0 goal from Rodrigo.
Them are the next piece of poop.
Rodrigo scored in the 30th minute, and Rodrigo is leading the line for the Canary South, as Junior would call him.
We can't watch no more of this, brother.
Well, you only have 2 more minutes. Rodney Price says, on a whole, this was disappointing. Fun and joke aside, I have more disgust for the players. We have first division professional players who don't know how to break down this 10-man side that has no real pace nor size. Yeah,
well said.
Yeah, that's profound. I mean, at the end of the day, these are players that are playing in some of the higher leagues, right? One of the better league, English Premier League and Championship. And when you look at the Cuban squad, most of these players them play at Cuba, them play at Central America and balls and out, and you would expect that, but goal youth, no. Just like I said, yo, Dexter Dapp say, yo, hold this.
Volleyball, he's a volleyball goalkeeper. A goalkeeper that can't even catch the ball. Just put the ball to the
into
corner.
the box, and Cuban player on the ground cramping and kicking ball. So hey, the man was killing up. The man said, Jesus, me a cramp. And they were kicks it. Calling for the stretcher. Hey, yo, the man I giving everything for the shirt. And now Casey Palmer is... Yo, Casey Palmer, come out that way. Because I don't do nothing, brother. Come out that way. Casey Palmer speak Spanish? Junior? I'm going to talk to Cuban. So, yeah, the two... who is the assistant, Junior? Who is the Steve McLaren assistant? Because I told them that deep conversation.
You know what I tell him? Hey, Steve, I told you. I told you. Why you leaving Ten Hag? You come to this piece of crap country.
No, I'm probably I said, Steve, I told you. Why you listen to Maran Garden? Let him select all these bugs. Why are we listening to Maran Garden? Come on, man. Of course, Honduras will play Trinidad and Tobago at 10 p.m. in other Group B action. I know, watch it. Andre Blake, come back in that goal. If my referee would have given a yellow card. Come back in that goal. Where you reach up, Asa?
I must say, if the man hurt, take him off of the field.
Yeah, but there's a process for taking him off the field. You're medical personnel. Come on, go back in that goal.
Well, Blake get the yellow card.
But I give him a yellow card and I'm box cover, yes. We are
so where was
the brother?
You read his lip. A cramp is a cramp. Why are you working on a cramp on the field? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
the
but
cramp
that's
is a cramp.
not his decision to make. Him is a captain, but go back in and go. Card him and then clot. Ball sent to the box from the corner kick. And that is sheer frustration because, of course.
Where was that frustration in the first half where you in the ascendancy and not scoring?
Yeah.
Blow it off, ref. Blow it off.
Casey Palmer, probably last attack for the Reggae Boyz. Yeah, so when I pass the ball side to side for? No goal where I look. What in the name of scoring goal is this? We are 6 minutes into the 7th minute at a time, and the creative midfielder a pass ball side to side with acres of space in front of him. Long throw for the Reggae Boyz. Probably the last attack. Ball in and Cuba is happy with a point all over. Come on, said this shameful, disgraceful, disappointed. We don't want to see no more dancing video. Them need to go learn who win games. Yes. No, so nice turnout to the fans and big up on yourself. Big up to the people who forward to support the thing. And credit to Cuba. Cuba took a point. Credit to Cuba. Reggae Boyz and have work for do. And it looks like a continuation of the previous administration, previous coach. So let's see what happens on Tuesday in the game against Honduras, cause that will be. And Camon says good win this for Cuba. Yeah, Cuba definitely a valuable point. Junior,
I never in my life saw Cuba join this game. And I never in my life saw Cuba join this game after being down to 10 men. There was nothing. If I was a betting man, whoever bet this win some money, because me lose my house.
Wait, you would have bet your house man Jamaica? Yeah, mad man.
No, I didn't. So, but
Jamaica is like Tottenham or Manchester United. You know we can't put on.
Alright, yo, better. I lost.
We can't put on pot.
I lost time. You go put Manchester United in them kind of conversation. You go ease off of the Manchester United.
My apologies.
Remember Southampton will play Saturday next week.
My apologies.
Remember Southampton will play next Saturday. Don't make me call the Hog.
Yes, call the Hog.
Anyway,
but, sorry. Go ahead.
You know, the thing Sunday on the show, when you talked about the squad being picked.
Yeah.
And the point I made then was, why would I keep using the chicken for the groceries, picking chicken for the groceries, and expect the chef to give me beef soup? Don't make any sense.
Yeah.
It's the same ingredients. Why are we expecting something different? Now that reality has set in, because like I tell you earlier, I am going to go over the edge with this game. Jamaica was supposed to beat up Cuba, right? Why are we surprised that it's the same team? The different, we see some differences, but and I'm going to give McLaren credit for that. We've seen what his CV as a coach means. Low played is his most disciplined football game I've seen Low play is today. I've never seen Low play this discipline. Normally Low run gun in the 18-yard box like a scatterbrain. He and Pinup, they actually looked comfortable together. So that alone is a plus for McLaren. But Antonio hasn't scored for Jamaica in years. Shamar Nicholson, even though it was an offside, him missing from 3 yards out. Why do we think having a new coach will change the outcome? So we're back to square one, and I said it. You have an opportunity. This is a layup opportunity. JFF did their part. We can argue or we can say what sources say or what we know about who picks side or who decide which players come in. But the JFF did their part by bringing a crowd to the stadium. McLaren did his part by implementing some form of a system with 2 or 3 training sessions. The players didn't deliver. They didn't deliver. We have to call a spade a spade. The man them get some goal today and did not deliver. And we want to know why we want Mason Greenwood. Exhibit A. Look at this game.
Junior, sorry. Big up Living Free with Nash. Living Free with Nash. 4 a.m. in the morning and not a goal. Big up yourself, family, staying up late. I'm not gonna stop staying up this late to watch these disappointing games. Big up yourself. Hey, yo, Living Free with Nash. You can take a break. When the Reggae Boyz start scoring goals again, we'll link you back, because 4 a.m. in the morning, big up, salute, family, staying up with us. And all the listeners the time zone, we know some people in different regions watching the games with us. So big up to all the listeners, and collectively, you don't know, we can't put our pot upon the Reggae Boyz. We cannot depend on this version of this team. Sorry, Junior, go ahead.
No, you're right. I'm big up Living with Nash. And it is Living Free with Nash. Big up. But I think it's stupidity. And that's why I said McLaren missed an opportunity to send a message. At least send a message to the team. At least if you're going to use the same set of players, at least send a message to the team and pick something different. So give us some variation different than the norm. That will at least send a shockwave through the team, because when the same set of players go out there and deploy the same way, it's the same thing. It's just par for the course.
So BM says you guys should hire me as the resident analyst. I don't just chat football, I know ball. Yes, BM, I thought you are already hired. You never get to check.
I just BM for forward.
BM, well, we are trying to deposit the money in our bank account and
As we see Benton upon Twitter, I correspond. What you?
BM says, I told you guys in the Copa America, the honeymoon period is over for Gray. Come on says, when La Shamar play, how him in the squad? Yeah, Shamar now play no ball. Him now play no ball. Him up on the bench. All right. Casey is a new style of play under the new manager. Casey definitely did something. Casey Palmer was probably the most impressive. At least the best I've seen him. All right. In terms of Steve McLaren and the comment he made Junior regarding kind of implement some sort of standards now or something. Now that we have this bad result, now I expect to see what is the Steve McLaren mantra against Honduras.
Right.
All right. No is my if he enters the Honduras game with the same starting 11, then I said, well, Steve McLaren a bot. All right. And ultimately the reason why I'm saying my bot is because you do the same thing with the brother who take for himself, the prior bot take for himself. You do the same thing. So then in this case, then these managers don't really mean the team no good if they might do the same thing then. You know, because them just deploy, them pick some, and Hal Grimson did this, and Steve McLaren did it today. Them pick some British ballers or British base players, and figure say them are gonna win a ball game for them. And
I can't blame him for that. Because you
can't blame McLaren for that in this game. But you know, because it's somewhat a continuation based on the selection of the group. It's a continuation of the dentist thing. But now my expectation is that going into Honduras game, you've gotten tape on the group. Now you go to Honduras, you're supposed to ring some changes and get some people out of some responsibilities that them can't manage.
All right. So let me ask you this then. And people in chat, let us know. BM said, I've given up on Shamar Nicholson. From he went to Russia, he killed his career. Welcome to the other side, BM, because I said the same thing. I remember Shamar did turn him back on Jamaica at that time. I haven't forgiven him for that. So, yeah, so here's the question. And people in the chat, but send us a make we know. Living free with that, so British players can't manage these pitches. Possible. What change would you make? Because for me, as a new coach, and I said it last show, I had an old manager that told me this in my 9-to-5 job, my regular job. He said, look, if your manager get fired, if you are working in a department, regardless of what you do in life, if you're working and you have a manager and that manager gets fired, the new manager that comes in, there is no way he can trust the employees that he's inheriting. There is a reason why the manager before got fired. And if the manager before got fired,
I know him take himself.
Well, he moved on. Either way, Helgrinson is here to go to a World Cup, and he left before the World Cup cycle, before the World Cup. So there is a reason why he left. If Jamaica was flying high, ranked 23rd in FIFA ranking, he would still be here. So I, as a coach coming in, I as a manager coming into a new department, I have to look at who I inherit with some critical eyes and say, why is it that the last coach had to pack up and leave? Is you the reason why? And now that you play a game, I have to look as a coach, and worse when you watch a tape. You're going to say, yo, Jamal Lowe, how you missed that goal from the 6-yard box? Antonio, you are a West Ham striker. West Ham striker. How you missed that header from point blank range? How you hit the post from point blank range? Shamar Nicholson, you're a big striker, you are a big body, and you are big for coming up on the field. One, how you looking across the line and end up in offside when a defender is 5 yards off the end line? How you end up offside? That's number one. And number two, how you missed the goal from 3 yards out? How? What changes will you make? And that's what we want to know. What changes will you make? Because I tell you, Antonio not starting for me in Honduras.
I mean, me not really ask so much. And I think it's the same questions, same issue I had with the dentist. And it's just simple. All I say is this. You select people to do a job. This is their area of expertise, i.e. you select midfielders, play them in a midfield. You select Latibodier as a defender. He's a defender, play him in a defense. Latibodier is not a 6. You keep playing him a 6, and the game is so slow, 60 to 80% of Latibodier's passes are either sideways or back to the defenders, to his CBs. So you can't. So why you select the midfielders them for? Why you select midfield? Why is Corey Anderson being selected? Why John Russell get selected? Why are these players who are actually midfielders get selected? And as a midfielder, I would probably sit down there and say, yo, Brethren, if you take up myself, come on this ball game, I come play for this side, and this is my area of expertise, and a man who's not a midfielder, playing a midfield. So then what me there for? Me just go dance and I also think, secondly, Junior, you make a profound point early in the chat, in the watch along, that I say, you must have drink some rum, because you make a very good observation. The mere fact that Jamal Lowe started the ball game, who wasn't selected in the squad to begin with. Kaim Dixon was selected ahead of Jamal Lowe, but Kaim Dixon didn't start. So to me, if you are dealing with hierarchy and depth, if Leon Bailey is injured, then the next man behind him is Kaim Dixon. Unless Kaim Dixon can't play 100%, then Kaim Dixon should be starting, not Jamal Lowe, a man who just get come in for an injured player. So someone and I would say this: I like when Kaim Dixon is on the field. I think he gives a lot of energy, a more hunger player, and maybe him used to the bad field But it's just some of the thing here. It's not rocket science. We don't try to split no atom. We don't it's not no calculus we are doing. We don't do nothing advanced. It's just simple things. Play the people in them area of expertise. That's a simple thing.
Right. Put a square peg in a square hole. And when you do that, put the ball in the goal.
Simple. And if you can't score the goal, then we get somebody else who can score the goal. You can't just be obsessed with keep selecting the same people. There's no accountability if them can't do the job. Then how we have to expect them to do the job then? Because they already show we said them can't do the job. They already show them inefficient in front of goal. So we have to say, yo, brother, forward again next week. You're going to give me something different again.
Well, you know what the key is, though? The key is when you keep picking them when they're failing, that means that you are accepting the result that they gave you. So it doesn't matter what you say, it doesn't matter what you say publicly. Now, I big up Fabi. Fabi said one of his opportunities were offset. I think he's talking about Shamar. Yeah. And yes, it was. But remember I said, you are looking down the line. As a striker, there's no excuse for you looking down the line and realizing.
You know the rest of the
you're
group
supposed
is.
to see.
Yeah.
So, no, there's no excuse. And so he was wrong for even being offside. BM says, I thought West Ham would have gotten rid of Antonio. Surprised he's still at the club. Fabio said Dixon should have come in before Shamar. True. BM says washed up, overhyped English players with no pride or passion for the national team is a recipe for failure. It's been happening for 20 plus years. We'll stick a pin on the one that we'll revisit that. That's a powerful statement. And we'll hold on upon that one. Edward, big up Edward. Edward said, my 2 cents. He should play 4-2-3-1, use Antonio as the 9, hold up, lay off to the outside midfield of 4-4-2 is outdated. So Edward, I don't think he was playing 4-4-2. I think he was playing 4-2-3-1. He was playing 4-2-3-1.
So if he was playing 4-2-3-1, who were the two?
The two was Casey Palmer and Nambagisa. And Latibodier, yeah. The pride.
So and then who are the three? So the three are
it started
Gray,
with Lowe, Gray,
and
yeah.
Jamal Lowe. So okay.
And Lowe was the right wing.
Tell our box cover. I don't even know.
But this the thing now. The thing is this, because we'll soon fall back to what BM says. But what Edward said, because and that's why I was said earlier, regardless of the result, the Honduras game is going to be more telling, right? Because it is hard to see the formation that is being played, because it's not like Cuba was bombing down the field where the game gets stretched. And then it's the players defending in a formation and then breaking out in a formation, right? There were certain things that we saw different today that we didn't see, that we saw before that didn't happen today. There were times when Antonio would run back in midfield, collect the ball like he's Hurricane, send the ball to the wing, and then somehow think him have the energy to run to the back post, right? We saw that against Panama. We saw that against America. We saw that in Jamaica against Canada, the 12 o'clock game, and the game in Canada. No, the 12 which one of them? One of them. But that changed. Damian Lowe, I'm going to keep saying it. Damian Lowe used to run down the field like a madhead and run out of position. That didn't happen to them, right? So those things are changes. But the Honduras game, all right, you bring up Latibodier and you bring up Casey Palmer, who Casey Palmer had a decent game. I'm going to tell you what screamed out to me today, and Wayne, if Wayne still a listen, he will forward and say, see it, but tell you, Bridget, this game today was screaming for number 10. Bobby Reid is not it. Yeah, Bobby Reid is a winger trying to play in the middle of the field.
Yeah, but
this game today needed your boy. What's his name?
Daniel Johnson.
No, Daniel Johnson for Latibodier. My boy, man, what we are that I killed Dwayne.
Not Tyreek McGee, Jr.
Tyreek McGee. Tyreek McGee type. Not Tyreek McGee. Dwayne will say Tyreek McGee. But this game needed somebody who has no problem controlling the ball in the middle of the field. I was thinking Ravel, but we don't want to set up come on blood pressure. This game was missing that type of player. And I'm going to tell you why. The reason why, when you look at Cuba had a flat back five. Their defenders stood up in a flat line, back five, right? When Bobby Reid get the ball, Bobby Reid is basically a wall. You pass the ball to him, the ball is going to go same back in the same direction that it's coming from. Same wing, same angle, right? And number 10, somebody that is used to playing in the number 10. You said it earlier, Benton. Why Latibodier keep passing the ball back? A midfielder? What midfielder do before him get the ball?
Yeah, you check your shoulder. Yeah, you check. You check your shoulder. Yeah.
How many times did we see a Jamaican get the ball in front of the back five with at least 5 yards of space between them, and the back five is not stepping up? They're not taking a foot off that line. If Bobby, I'm not killing Bobby Reid. Understand what I'm saying, people. I'm not killing him for it. We're not persecuting the players.
Yeah.
But if Bobby Reid just did this, give me the ball, and turn. That cut on the backside is open. That diagonal cross on the backside is open 99% of the time. And that wing back on the end, he knows he is 3 defenders away. You know how hard it is to keep your focus for 90 minutes?
Yeah.
Knowing that a winger is going to cut behind me at any time? That is what a number 10 does. And when me as a defender in the middle is thinking that my wing back have to stay locked in because this number 10 is turning, me, the second defender, will be cheating this way. And when me, the defender in the middle, knows that the number 10 now is collecting the ball and turning and doing this, me, the defender in the middle, is going to cheat forward. You know what that open up? Space for Antonio to run behind the defenders. It's not rocket science. You don't need 5 or 6 training sessions to teach that. And what I am saying right now, I am not a genius. I don't play football at a high level. I don't sit down and say me as an ex-professional. So these are not complicated things we're talking about. It's simple, rudimentary football. You have a square peg and asking the square peg to go fit in a round hole. And we're surprised when the peg starts shake. We need a number 10. I am cool with Latibody and Casey Palmer today. They need a number 10. There's no reason for Latibody and Casey Palmer to try to be creative. What is the number 10 for them? What is the brother that is in between them and the striker? What purpose him serve?
Yeah.
It's
Trinidad
crazy
and Honduras 0-0. Trinidad play quite well versus Honduras. Actually had a couple chances here. So, but to the point you make regarding we need a number 10, it's been a long-standing point, right? Under the previous regime, and now here we are again. Some things don't get solved, right?
No, before we needed a holding midfielder.
Well,
and we still need a holding midfielder because, but right now, the lack of a number 10 is the number 10 position for Jamaica has deteriorated so much over the years that we have a new hole that needs to be plugged. So till the lack of number 6 is even gone. Like we're not even thinking about that issue right now because a bigger issue arises. And then when that number 10 hole now start find a little remedy for that, the wing back situation might flare up again. Because remember, before we needed a number 6, we needed a right back. You remember every team that played against Jamaica
Alva's,
went down Alva's side.
Yeah. No.
But then the lack of number 6 now kind of turn your eye from the right back. But guess what? There were times today when Lambagisa was leaking. There were times today Lambagisa got caught off the ball. There were times that the Lambagisa could have given away a penalty, especially when Campbell came on and cut across and deflected the ball out, right?
Yeah.
So even when you plug a hole that just show up, the other hole going to show up, the other hole going to show up. When are we going to say, you know what? The hole is not good enough. We're going to try something else. We hear Steve McLaren say, hey guys, I'm on the phone. I'm talking to people. That's what I'm doing. That's my job right now. I'm calling people and talking to them. Who the hell did you call and talk to? The players that are there now? Why we not see one new player? Why we have to bring in Jamal Lowe, who is a regular player for Liam Bailey? Why would I carry one of your new player then?
Or maybe that's the new player in that actor.
Something wrong, Benton.
Yo, all right.
BM says, I'm reading a comment on Instagram. Somebody said, it looked like Reggae Boyz dude in a church.
All right, may I say something? And, I will say this. They're going to beat Honduras on Tuesday. And because, and the reason being is that the team, this group of players, what I gather from them is that them only perform or go full tilt when it's desperation time. And so Tuesday is gonna be a desperation game to some extent. And I'm watching Honduras versus Trinidad and Tobago right now, and it's not old school Honduras. Trinidad and Tobago is playing well. In fact,
Where's the game played?
the game is played in Honduras. And this game is playing in Honduras, of course, now. So Honduras, I try rebuild themselves and I try, recapture them all the way. So I do expect them to beat Honduras from the simple fact that, boy, their backs are gonna them are gonna really come desperate. No, of course, desperation means them can also play into Honduras hand too, but
And Honduras, if Honduras lose or draw to Trinidad today, just like Jamaica did, then they'll be just as desperate, but with home field advantage.
Yeah, so the Honduras Trinidad game is on Paramount Plus currently. Trinidad as a corner. Trinidad is looking very good. Actually, new coach. Trinidad and a new coach too, because Angus Eve take himself too. Let me see who are coaching that.
Well, so better, and as we have you see, unfortunately, a bad result. Because right now, the amount of people who are tuning in right now is crazy. Which we could actually
Brazil still leading 1-0 over Ecuador in South America World Cup qualifier. Yeah, sorry, Junior, go ahead.
No, you're right. But we wish we could show it. But
show what?
How many times, like how people tune in, but how many times would we have to see the same thing before we say maybe, if not desperation, maybe the Canada game was luck? And let me say it this way.
Derek King is coaching Trinidad and Tobago. He's the new coach at Trinidad and Tobago. Derek King.
Yeah, Edward said York, I know York.
No, York. Derek King, I coach him.
And BM says Trinidad got rid of Angus. I'm shocked. I think Angus.
Angus Eve time run out right now. A new coach, new manager, Derek King. At Trinidadian, I coach them.
Wait, you know what?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this before you talk about Trinidad.
Yeah, go ahead, Drew.
The worst thing that could happen for Jamaica is what happened to them. That's the worst thing that could happen. The worst thing that could, something that even worse than that could happen is if this team beat Honduras and Honduras Tuesday.
Yes, because
that's
the
worst
problems them kind of goes. We see it's a repeat. The real issues them that get solved because you get a result in a desperate moment. Just like it's kind of the same thing with the Canada game, right?
Yes.
When in an essence you probably say another game the boy. We do foolishness in a leg one, and then in a desperation moment, we claw back and we got a result. And so the fundamental issues don't get fixed because sometimes the team get desperate and then pull up away. Because one thing Steve McLaren spoke about is intensity. He want him team to play upbeat, intense. He spoke at length about it. Now, again, I'm going to really have no sort of high expectation because game one. Two coaching sessions at best, or three. But what would I love is to see Steve McLaren, for a man who say want him team have intensity or upbeat, is that him supposed to in a technical era say, yo, brother, get in a cloth and move. Like the Cuban coach over there, they come like the man I run out of technical era enough time. I try engage and so some of them managers have to go is either to get other players or have to go really kind of
or just shut the hell up on coach.
Just shut the hell up on coach.
Because and again I said it earlier, there's no middle ground. There's no middle ground. You wax lyrical at the press conference.
Yes.
We had the dancing videos. We had the seal it up video, right?
Yeah. That's
when everything is going on well. Know that it's not going on well. Let's see what he comes out with. Because I'm gonna say it this way. if Steve McLaren is the right coach for Jamaica, I expect him, for me, I expect him to come out and say, we had some good moments. I'm disappointed with the result. I feel disappointed for the fans that came out to support us on this Friday night and we didn't give them a chance to go home happy. The players feel bummed about it. We're going to try our best moving forward, but we cannot sit in this lackluster moment. We cannot be satisfied with a point. We expect to win these games and we have to do better. I don't want to hear anything about the pitch. I don't want to hear anything about conditions.
Yeah, no
I don't want to hear.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear anything about training.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear anything about this is new. I don't want anything about we getting used to each other. No, brother, we're better than this team. You know it. I know it. They know it. We're supposed to bust this team ass. You know it. I know it. They know it. And we never do it. We fail. We'll apologize. We'll do better next time.
I think Father Jeremy, I think, said earlier, ball round. So, Mr. Man, I try to reserve myself to say better than anybody. Because sometimes you still have to go out and play a ball game. But I understand where I come from regarding the professional level and the league level with the players compete at. But we don't know how the things set. I mean, I am of the belief that, at the end of the day, if you have 11 players who collectively work to one objective, them can be 11 stars who just get up and say, well, we are general. It's me I deal with. And what I would like to hear from Steve McLaren at the post-match presser is just blunt. He's been very frank in an assessment, but another frank assessment saying, this is not good enough. Simple. This is absolutely not good enough. And what but I apologize to the players. I mean, it's not good enough. This is not good enough. And if we want to go to the World Cup or any sort of achievements together as a group, we're not going to achieve anything playing like this.
Because I agree, because you see, I understand there's a fine line that is drawn. If this was a club team and you're paying, this team is the player's main source of income, then you can kind of step a little bit over the line. And kind of cost them off, right?
Yeah.
But the line that is being drawn is, all right, I don't want to piss off these players because I need them for us to be successful, right?
Yeah.
But when does this need become a crutch?
Yeah.
When does this, not even a crutch, when does it become an anchor?
Yeah, you have to be careful you say you need them, because then they're not delivering, right?
Because I should be able to say, you fail.
Yeah.
And me as a new coach coming in, this is my opportunity. I have no relationship with you.
Yeah. So
you don't have to be here.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't have to be here. I am here. So you fail. Yeah. If you don't like it, let us know. I don't call you back for the next game.
Yeah, we just keep
one
it
yard.
Yeah.
Right. And send that mail. Can I say Edwards would need a goal scorer? And that's true. We need a goal scorer. You need somebody that's going to come on and claw and find a way to even get a buck-up goal.
Yeah.
BM says, who is laughing now? Tapper. I don't think it's all right. Let's as difficult as it's going to be, let's take emotion out of it. Let's try to be as objective as possible. And let's break it down. Forget about the result. Because Jamaica could have won 3-0 and we sit down and say, this I'm still seeing the same thing. I'm not impressed, right? So let's break it down. The different eras. Tapa era goes without saying, and all the Tapa eras go without saying. Let's look at Helmgrimson, and let's look at the first game under McLaren. Do we see changes in the team? It's the same set of players. Do we see a change in the approach to the game? I say yes. What you say, Benton?
I'm not gonna make them sort of comparisons yet. I think result is the bottom line, the most important thing for me. In fact, I rather not see no change and win this ball game. That is the way I look at this thing. For me, them changes there and them thing they're minuscule, and somewhat irrelevant. If I've been more blunt, because I don't care about system, I don't care about formation, I care about results. And I know that system formation contributes to results. But ultimately, what I want is a manager who said, yo, I'm going to utilize the players in the best way we can, and tonight, get a result. Simple. Win the ball game and move on.
Yeah. Have we ever seen a national team coach have an Ainge like meltdown or a Conte like meltdown?
Let me see, but I have to think about that one there now.
Brazil. I think Brazil coaches have hinted at some sentiments that the players them not performing well enough. But have we seen a coach where that? Because I think what I saw today,
Ronald Koeman and do something like that. No, when tell a man say, yo, you know, play back for me.
Yeah, but that's an individual. That's a one-off. I'm talking about and that has nothing to do with the team playing. It is just you are bringing in a mentality that I don't want in my squad.
Okay.
So we're cutting you out. Have we seen a team? And I'm sure it has happened. I just can't. None of those scream to me. We are a team. We see the America team that failed a couple times. They failed in '94. No, they got through in '98. The Trinidad game.
Yeah, they were 2018 when they failed.
They failed in 2018.
2018 edition, yeah. Forget
the coach never come out and publicly roll the bus over them when they should have. Yeah. The pundits did. So I'm trying to think of a team where a coach had that meltdown or had that way of delivering a message publicly.
Yeah.
Or did they just all fall on the sword? Because maybe that is the international management way.
Yeah, this is true. In international, may I try to wrap my head with. I will say regarding system or formations, I think this was something try ask me about. I thought during Tapa's first, I think it was Tapa's first run with the Reggae Boyz, when he took over from Winnie, and them that box and ball. There was a different youth that used to play the 6. I can't remember his name. And actually, last time yesterday, man, them see my dance, I say, yo, we done with ball game, you know. But the team was mainly a bunch of, a lot of local-based players.
Yes.
It was a lot of local-based players. And whatever that player name, I want to say it was Jackson or something, I don't remember. You remember? It's
Jeremy and
definitely
Johnson
not Jeremy and you. It was just there was a youth that played the 6 in a Tapa. I think it was his first era, and that Tapa team was really boxing the ball.
Jeremy and Hugh never get a chance. Jeremy and Hugh was always the player that get frozen out, and when him get him chance, it
wasn't him.
It was too old.
See if we can. So
big up Edward. Edward said that we need to take a page from Simoes, use our local players to go battle with these games. They know how to grind out a result against our neighbors. True.
Yeah,
I agree. And that's the same thing we just said.
Regarding the coach, you said who make probably broad changes. That example, there was a coach who said, I don't care if you're a star or not, right?
Right.
Yeah, so...
And I try to remember the players. So, playing in the holding midfield for Jamaica is Rudolph Austin.
So 2009 to 2000.
Rudolph Austin. Must be Austin.
13 was Tapa's first run with the Reggae Boyz as head coach.
Are you talking about Rudolph Austin?
It's probably him, but it's not. I remember a different face, a different image, a different body type. Because
So
Rudolph is very more bulky and more bustling. I just remember a composed, very calm midfielder who just really kind of just kept the ball ticking, kept the ball rolling over.
you're right.
Him
You're right.
almost remind me of Keith Kelly to an extent.
You're right.
I don't
You're right.
remember his name.
You're right. It's so the name soon forward back to me. So this is around. You're talking around. Big up R.I.P. Shelton. You're talking about Shelton's time.
Yeah, it was around that time. But I just remember this team was boxing the ball, and it's like this youth, and him stop play ball, because last time them see him dancing there, him say, yo, we done the ball game thing. But I just distinctly remember how it was just like how relaxing I just rotate the ball, and I think at the time he used to say, well, maybe it's because Tapper was a midfielder.
Right.
He was good at identifying these people.
I know my body attack. I know not Jamal. I know Javon Watson.
I think his name started with a J,
Javon Watson, you're talking about him.
I
Javon Watson.
can't hear him, man. Cause
It was
he
Watson.
not gonna look so good, man.
Watson used to knock him bad.
I can't hear him. Him not gonna look so good.
No, Watson used to knock him bad. Remember, there was Watson. The holding midfielder for Jamaica was always Watson, Rudolph Austin. Then you had my boy used to play for Manchester United. Come in later on. It's Austin. It's between Austin and a Lawrence, and a Kemar Lawrence. Trying to remember the players, because even though you say he used to boxing ball,
Yeah.
Jamaica was still missing that Jermaine Hugh type.
Yes, they were missing somebody in the 10 position. I definitely remember
Right.
that more creative. But the thing about this team was that and Honduras scored, so they're up 1-0.
But the thing, yeah, go ahead.
Honduras up 1-0 over Trinidad and Tobago.
So the thing with that team, with Tapa's team, he didn't used to bounce the ball. It was always side to side.
Yeah.
And the same problem we have now was a lack of urgency. You just had Luton Shelton. You had Tapa side, and wasn't about the strikers. But back then we had striker, like Jamaica would do well with a Luton Shelton right now.
Yeah.
Well. Jamaica would do well with a younger Antonio right now.
Yeah.
I think that's all we're missing. We're just missing that player in the middle that can collect the ball, beat a man, and go score. That's what we're missing right now. The team is so in balance. In my opinion, Andy Williams. Could it be Andy Williams that I think about?
Oh, man.
Pick up to Edward. Edward said it could be Andy
Williams
Williams.
was a ball liner, but Andy Williams slow like molasses.
Nah, it wasn't that slow. Come on now.
Andy Williams.
Nah, Andy Williams never slows. No, let's say that. When him get older, yeah.
Yeah. Nah, man. Andy Williams a lazy man baller, man. He's a general, but he's a lazy man baller.
So, and if it wasn't Shelton time,
start with a J, man.
It's soon forward back. If it wasn't Shelton time, it was Ricardo Fuller's time. For the Shelton of Fuller. You know what? It's fine. It's a 2006, right?
2009 is when Tapa's first reign.
All right.
So
remember, 2009, that was World Cup 2012. Jamaica squad. World Cup qualifier 2000. Oh, 5 people. I'm Edwards and Andy Smart, and that's true. I think Andy Williams. I like that. He's smart. That's how I would describe him. So Jamaica in 2009.
Is it Jason Morrison?
No. Can't be Jason Morrison.
You remember Jason Morrison?
I remember Jason Morrison, yeah. I remember Jason Morrison. That was Shavar Thomas' team. Could it be Dikai Williams? No, Dikai Williams was a centre back. All right, so let me tell you the 2009 team. Dwayne Miller, Donovan Ricketts, Sean Sayers, Dwayne Kerr were the goalkeepers. The defenders were Damian Stewart, big up Stu Pease, Claude Davis, big up Claude, Tyrone Marshall, Rafe Wolf was a right back, Jermaine Taylor was a centre back, Shavar Thomas, Dikai Williams, Adrian Reed, Lovell Palmer, O'Neal Thompson, Desmond Breckenbridge, Andre Campbell, Linval Lewis, Tyrone Mears, Javon Watson. Hey, them time the Javon Watson was a right back. I remember that. Ian Goodison. Those were our defenders. The defensive midfielders were Jason Morrison, Demar Phillips, Rudolph Austin, Richard Edwards, Eric Vernon, Bibi, Orient Simpson, Navian Boyd, Woolry Wolf, Kari Stevenson, Brian Bayliss, Deshaun Woolry, Michael Campbell, Ricardo Cousins, Omar Daly, Peter Keys, and Evan. I think it's Jason Morrison, yeah.
And Kari Stevenson was also a good midfielder.
Yeah, but I don't think Kari got the time that he needed as well. Big up Kari.
Was that so at least in that team that you had competition, valuable, pretty good competition. I think I Jason Morrison may talk.
Yeah. Big up Kari, Wolmerian. Me and Kari do I'll see him here.
Yo.
Big up Kari anyway, stand up.
Reggae Boyz 0, Jamaica 0, Cuba also 0. League A Group B action. Honduras playing Trinidad. Honduras ahead of Trinidad 1-0 game. Honduras will play Reggae Boyz on Tuesday.
Benton, in all fairness to the Benton.
Yeah.
You know the 2009 team was a bigger team than this team.
It was a big side.
Listen to attacking players. Jermaine Johnson, Luton Shelton, Devon Hodges, Ricardo Fuller.
Yes, I think now you start highlight Jermaine Johnson.
Nicholas Adderley. Jamal Campbell Rice, Omar Cummings, Dean Richards, Roland Dean, Kemar Daly, Marlon King, Dion
Kemar Daly was also pretty good in midfield. Yep.
Marlon King.
No, we're not promoting another man who has slap woman around here. I don't think we're jail for. It's rape.
It's rape, yeah, rape.
Yeah,
was it? I think it was statutory, right? I don't want to put extra charge for that one still.
Well, but we know, so we can just look it up. You know, so one time, I read an article that Marlon King, they are one bar.
Yes, I know this.
Marlon King must see a woman and our friend our table. Marlon King must go over. Is it Marlon King? And he go over to the table and it's like he must say, boy, you know who me is.
I'll give him a key.
Yeah, and the woman must tell himself to move from the table with if you're a ball or whatever. And the man turn around and give the woman a ratted box.
We should not laugh.
I think twice him go jail, you know. Twice him go jail, you know.
But I don't know about the twice thing still. But no.
Alright, that thing they go jail. You know what, Marlon
that's what he went to jail for. I think it was either beating or slapping a woman or statutory rape. Yeah, BM
he
said
went to jail for punching the woman. Yeah, man. Them say Marlon King lick the woman all drop off her chair.
So you're right. King has served 3 jail sentences and has a number of other criminal convictions, including theft from a person and from a car, criminal damage, and attempting to obtain property by deception, fraudulent use of vehicle license, document driving without insurance, speeding, drink driving, and a wounding incident. What is? Backside, a wounding incident while playing amateur football, and 2 cases involving assault of young women, rejecting his advances in the Soho area of London. King had his playing contract cancelled by Wigan after being convicted of the sexual assault charges and being sentenced to 18 months in prison. You know about that jailbird?
Yeah, man, that man is jailbird. I probably, when I read that story, I would never, ever in my life, I don't under. The man said, yo, move on. The man thumbed down him, man, to clap. I said, judge,
Hey.
Someone had the ego, you know, brother.
I know that we should be happy because that happy, but I could have no Marlon King play for Jamaica and go back road, you know. I bet the girl and chop him up.
I see, and 2-0, another goal for Honduras. And that's the thing, you know. Trinidad play well, but defensively, it's like the mistakes. 2-0 for as coach. Bring back Angus.
So you're watching the game. You're watching the game. Looking at what Jamaica did today, because they're not going to do. Look, I am now of the mind that if it walk like a duck, talk like a duck, it is a duck. I am not expecting anything better from Jamaica.
Yes, same here.
Can Jamaica, the way they played today, realistically go to Honduras and get something?
Watching this Honduras team, you know, I doubt it. At home. Jamaica will play Honduras at home and in Honduras, right? So they will play Honduras and so 4 games in the group. Honduras twice, Cuba, and they will play, I think French Guiana is the other opponent. The Reggae Boyz will play. So I don't see Jamaica getting a result against this team based on what I'm seeing now. I'm cheering now, but again, need to highlight so when this team is backs against the wall, to them sometimes find a way to get a result.
That only happened once.
Yeah. So Honduras on September 6th, Tuesday at 10 p.m. Then they play Nicaragua in October on October 10th. So it's not Honduras too. They play Honduras twice. And they will round out against Honduras Junior. Top 2 go through in the group. Wow.
And BM says, guess who plays against England tomorrow? Jamaica's ex-coach, Grimmy. Yes, England playing tomorrow. They're on the next cross.
Yeah.
But
so Junior,
England...
looking at the schedule, again, we need to look on the group. So Jamaica play Cuba once. That's the only time. They have Honduras on Tuesday at Honduras. Nicaragua at Nicaragua on October 10th. So the next 2 games are on the road. And they round out their 4 games at home against Honduras. Junior, top 2 goes through from this group. Based on what you saw tonight, are you optimistic at all?
As a Jamaican, yes. As a Jamaican, I am going to hope that the coach will right the ship. As an objective person, if Cuba, all right, looking at these games, this would be one of the hardest games Cuba played on paper for the Nations League, right? So if I am a Cuban fan right now, give me a reason why I should believe that Jamaica should qualify over me. And that's what we as Jamaican fans have to think about. Is you had an opportunity to win a game at home and you throw it away. Give me a reason. The reason that you're going to give me that you should qualify, you have to beat Honduras on them yard.
Yeah, you have to beat them. Because you have
a must-win game.
Because then you have Nicaragua. You have to go to Nicaragua.
Which
and
on paper should be easy.
huh?
On paper, that should be easy.
Yeah, but you have to go there, right? So the Central
Yes.
America games, Central America is always something else, right?
Yeah.
So I go on my bed, yeah, man. A Tuesday night again,
Yeah, we can talk all night about this and stress out ourselves, people.
Yeah,
But
the more thing I look on the schedule, the more me I get concerned about the outlook. Top two from League A, Group B will go through. Top two from Group B, Group A will go through. 4 teams already advanced to the quarterfinal. The 4 teams: Panama, Canada, US, and Mexico. They are waiting on 4 other teams to join them in CONCACAF Nations League quarterfinals. Junior, the Reggae Boyz and Steve McLaren have work for though. Simple.
all Steve have to do, just change the squad.
Yeah,
Build your squad.
and while I'm there, I see if there are any comments from Steve McLaren, his post match presser is up. That we they have to see here with the manager say, boss. And it's halftime. And also off note, Junior, Haiti came from behind and fix up Puerto Rico.
But they did what they needed to do. I won't even say. But not even going to set up a blood pressure by saying that.
Yo, 11 o'clock, me I take with myself. Me have enough. And Brazil still leading Ecuador 1-0.
Luckily leading 1-0 at home.
Why
Most
you-
I find them got an NFL game.
At least take a victory now.
No.
BM says
BM
Guatemala and Costa Rica look good. They're both in Group A of League A. In fact, we could just run through the leagues quickly, football family, because we have Fear and Balance show. I don't know football, we have say. CONCACAF Nations League, League A standing, Costa Rica, Guatemala, and Suriname all on 3 points. Guyana, Martinique, Guadeloupe, down a Volcana. Costa Rica and Guatemala are the favorites come out of Group A, Junior.
Of course.
I mean, Suriname, if not now, when, right?
It will never.
Group B, League A action, top 2 teams, Honduras, Nicaragua are sitting on top. Cuba, Jamaica, and and then Trinidad and down so. League B, Group A, El Salvador drop all the way to League B. League B, Group A, El Salvador leading. League B, Group B, Grenada and St. Lucia. Big up to St. Lucia, victory over Curacao. League B, Group C, Haiti. Haiti fell into League B. Haiti leads tied for first on the group with St. Martin. League B, Group D, haven't bowed into action yet. They will kick off tomorrow. League C, Bahamas, US Virgin Islands, Barbados, Group A. League C, Group B, Anguilla, Belize, Turks and Caicos. Anguilla leads that group. League C, Group C, Cayman Islands and the Sugar Boys of St. Kitts and Virgin Islands. Cayman Islands lead the group 1-0, 3 points. And that's your CONCACAF Nations League, Junior. No comments yet from Coach Steve McLaren. Soon as we hear something from him, we'll go ahead and
try to
post
seal it up, brother.
Eh?
I'm going to try to seal it up.
I'm going to try to seal it up. Yo, but big up to all listeners. Big up to all listeners, especially, we have to salute the people in Junior. 4 a.m., different time zones. I mean, big up to all listeners. So some people in South America and Africa also are tuning. Big up to all listeners. We see the map and we know where people are watching from. So we don't know. Big up yourself. Yo, I that now. Almost 11 o'clock in ATL now. Time for going yard now. Junior. Final word, Mr. Pringle.
I'm disappointed. As I'm on Instagram right now looking at the Seal It Up post, and I'm trying to say the most recent comment.
Yo, a disappointing first game for Coach Steve McLaren. Connect with us on Instagram. In fact, we'll go over Instagram. We'll see what's going on over there. Connect with us on Instagram at Ballchat Podcast. We're on X at Ballchat1. Big up to all listeners on X. We see you. Welcome back. Management took care of the streaming over there. Big up yourself, management. But I don't know. Me light a fire upon some people still, but I digress. We're on Facebook at Ballchat. Email us at ballchatpodcast@gmail.com. And we did stream to TikTok at Ballchat_podcast, right? All right. See it. See it. So Tuesday night again. Tuesday night again. And so we're also on Twitch. Okay. Yeah, go ahead, Junior.
But we have to set up some things where people can find us. Apparently, it's hard for people to find us on Twitch.
Okay. So we need to figure out the Twitch situation. We'll get it resolved. Reggae Boyz Tuesday night. Another watch along. That one will be a later game. In Honduras, Reggae Boyz will take on Honduras at 10 p.m. Yo, we'll start 9:45. You know, we don't start too early because we don't want to send on my blood pressure over nothing too early. Yo, big up to our listeners. Thank you. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Remember to smash the like button. Thank you so much for joining us. So you go. Wow, good. Yo, we're going on the road now, family. Yeah, I hope they get about 30.